Hey everybody, Barry Pasco here. Roger, have you ever seen 900 people show up this early for a webinar? It's insane. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
max
gonna
out.
yeah,
Start.
we're going to max this out, guys. So, and I'm not kidding. You do not want to leave because if you do, you won't be able to come back in. It's a guaranteed thing. We have over 4,000 people signed up for this event today, and it's a guarantee that if you leave right now, you're not coming back in. So, make sure if you need to get something really quick, grab a glass of water. Maybe you need to turn off your cell phone. Do whatever you need to do because this will be a packed house. I'm excited. I know Barry's excited as well. This should be really cool. It should be a great one.
All right, and we're gonna meet the $2 million a month mega expert. You have never seen. I have never been this excited about a training, and we're gonna level the playing surface. Roger, if you can see my screen, guys, if you can see my screen, please give me a yes in the chat box. I just want to make sure you guys can see my screen. And
Yeah, for
we
me right
will
now.
be getting started. All right, everyone can see my screen. All right, guys. So again, welcome to what we call this Amazon Azon Gold Rush training. It's a three-step formula you're going to learn today for making $2 million a month in sales. Now, today, you're going to get an exclusive Amazon update that no one else is talking about. It is something that you just won't find it anywhere else. The great news about today's training is that this is going to change everything. The formula you're going to learn today is going to level the playing surface for anyone wanting to make a ton load of money super fast on the superpower called Amazon. How do we know this to be true? We know it to be true because there's... Roger? It looks like this. Hey, Brett, if you can just mute the line
Yep.
there. We've got some people on there. Roger, can you just mute everyone there that shouldn't be talking right now? All right. Hopefully everyone's muted. Can you hear me though, Roger?
Yeah, give me one sec, Barry. I'm just gonna restart. I'm actually gonna. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. All right. So guys, how do we know?
Barry, can you hear me?
We know. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
Roger,
give me about 30 seconds. I'm restarting my GoToWebinar. It's going absolutely bonkers here, okay? Give me 2 seconds.
Okay, no worries, guys. And you can see on my screen that we have maxed out completely. You know, we're getting these gremlins because we are maxed out, and every time it flashes on, it means we're gonna have this about 500-600 times now. I'm gonna try and get rid of it once and for all. Hopefully that will get rid of it, and it keeps on coming back. All right. Just bear with us, just 10 seconds, guys. It's insane. We are completely and utterly maxed out. All right, anyway, how do we know? Let's get back to the presentation. We know this to be a fact because we've got an internal member who's making $2 million a month in sales on Amazon. And as a thank you to Roger and I for all that we've done for her, she's agreed to spill the beans and share with us what's working in Amazon right now. And I'm just telling you right now, this is the most important introduction that we're giving you right now. It is not what other people are saying. You're going to meet the $2 million a month Amazon earner. You can see some of her statistics there. You know, consistently from $1.7 to $2.5 million a month, and you're going to see later on that it's in fact it's more than that.
I'm back.
All right, so Roger's back. It's more than $2 million a month. So before we get started, guys, this is an important introduction. I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to forget everything that you may have learned about Amazon in the past. Amazon is, like every good program, is changing all the time. It's changing, its updates, they're changing all the time. And let me just get rid of these gremlins on my screen. This is unbelievable, Roger. Look, Amazon, like any good platform out there, is ever changing its algorithm. Just because something worked, say, 12 months ago, and you have someone that's sharing information that sounds all grandiose and great about Amazon, the fact it worked even 6 months ago or 12 months ago does not mean to say it is working right now. So before we get started, I need your commitment. I need you to deprogram any information you have about Amazon from the past because it might or might not be relevant. I don't want you to leave this presentation confused, okay? That's very, very important. Now, here's just a little introduction. We're going to go into this in detail in just a few moments. They tell you, all the so-called gurus tell you that you need hundreds and hundreds of reviews of your product to be able to get them to the top of the Amazon search engines. You probably think, is that correct? Well, yes, it was once correct, maybe 12 months ago, but not today. It's been replaced with something else. We're going to share that with you in today's presentation. So what you're going to learn today is the three-step Amazon formula used to generate over $2 million a month in sales on Amazon that doesn't rely on generating hundreds of reviews. You're going to learn the massive opportunity that lies ahead of those who utilize this formula. You're going to learn how to precisely know if a product is going to be a dud or is going to score you a home run using the simple formula. You're going to have a scientific breakdown in the simplest terms possible. You've never seen something as simple as when it comes to Amazon, and you're going to be able to apply it in your business right now. You're also going to learn a simple strategy to allow you to make money with Amazon in 7 to 14 days flat. So guys, give me a big guess if you're ready to discover the crazy three-step $2 million a month Amazon formula and is ready to learn what's working right now on Amazon so you can start hunting today for Amazon gold. I'm looking for 1,000 yeses, and let's move on. People going absolutely berserk here, Roger.
Crazy.
Roger, just tell everyone the inspiration for what we're going to share today and what this has got to do with Gold Rush being one of your favorite TV shows.
Well, you know, it's kind of strange. I don't watch television. I'm not one. I don't have the time of day with 3 kids and multiple businesses, but sometimes there's like a show that catches my eye, and Gold Rush is a show that I like. Write down gold in the chat box if you've watched the show, you love it. You know, I love it. I really, really love the show. And one of the reasons why is because I see how these guys really work damn hard. And when they hit a pot of gold, you know, it's really awesome. So if we go to the next slide, you'll see here why this is one of my favorite television shows. And why this has to do with Amazon. So this is my favorite thing on the show. Tell me if you know the name of this machine. Write down the name of this machine if you've watched the show. Write down. There we go. Ed has got it. Greg has got it. Everyone here has got it. Monster Big Red. Big Red is the name of this machine. And why is this kind of like Amazon? Amazon's kind of like a gold mine out there. And I've been talking to our special guest that she's been training me on Amazon and showing me all these secrets and how it works. And I kind of see Amazon as Big Red. You know, if you have a great big machine and you're looking out there and you're trying to find gold, you'll eventually find pockets of gold. And when they find a good pocket of gold, they can make $1 million from it, right? They can just start digging up dirt, putting the dirt in the top of the machine, and all the gold comes rushing on the bottom. So, you know, Big Red gives, you know, that crew a really big advantage. And I'm going to show you guys how you can, you know, get your own Big Red when it comes to Amazon and finding some really cool niches today. So, Barry, this excites me a lot. In this presentation, guys, I'd like to show you how you can use a similar piece of equipment and a formula. They use a formula in Gold Rush. The formula is simple. Grab some dirt, find a location, bring the dirt back, scoop the dirt in the machine. The machine does the work. What pops out? Gold, right? Well, we have the same type of formula, and I'm going to share with you guys, with the help of our special guest here today, what that formula is. So this formula will allow you to mine for gold on Amazon like nothing you've ever seen before. And I'm super excited, Barry, to share with everyone how to do this and how they can start doing it themselves.
All right, so guys, let's just get into this training then, okay? When it comes to Amazon, the question and the very first question people always ask us is Amazon dead? Is it like too late for us? Maybe I missed the boat and it's, you know, this is not the time to do this. Well, I want to tell you absolutely outstanding heck no. Because right now, there is an opportunity with Amazon that in fact did not exist even 6 months ago. It's easier today than ever to cash in on the massive wave of Amazon. The time is absolutely now. And Roger, you've missed that boat for goodness knows how long. Yep. You've just started to jump on it, and it's ridiculous.
Well, it was really hard before because, Barry, if you wanted to get into a market, you know, and a market had quite a bit of reviews, you'd have to go out and spend thousands of dollars to give away product and then, you know, fight all these people that got your free product to leave a good review. So it was really hard, and it was, you know, I was kind of scared by it, to be honest with you. So now it's easier than ever. You're right. It really is.
All right, here's three reasons, guys, why this really is easier than ever. And then we're going to get into the formula. Number one, Amazon's just, I mean, we know it's huge, but I mean, some of these statistics, Roger, it's just ridiculous. Amazon is the
Right.
largest e-tailer in the United States. It accounts for almost a quarter, 24% of total American retail sales growth this year, and more than half of e-commerce growth. It is the big juggernaut in the room. That's nearly a quarter of all US retail sales are coming from Amazon. I mean, Roger, look at this graph and just detail. What does this mean to you, this graph?
Well, it just shows the absolute incredible growth. And when you have a company like this that is looking for aggressive growth, it means that they're reinvesting most of their capital, most of their revenue back into the machine. They're reinvesting all of this money to drive massive amounts of traffic, to drive massive amounts of resources to us, the sellers. So we are still in that stage where they're, pumping in all of this money, and the revenue is just growing. It's incredible. I've never seen anything like it ever.
All right, guys, you see how big that is. That's just reason number one. Now, reason number two is, as Roger pointed out, Amazon is investing huge amounts of their profits
Right.
into their growth. They are taking over the retail market in the entire world. It's just insane. What does that mean to each and every one of us? It means that Amazon is investing in us, the product sellers.
Mm.
Ads, with their advertising, with marketing, with infrastructure, Prime memberships, and more. What they are doing to generate even more buyers and more buyers and more buyers and more exposure to Amazon. If you can get to the top of Amazon, you are made more today than you were even 6 months ago. It means simply, and this is the bottom line, if you can get your product on the front page of Amazon in the niches that we're going to describe during today's presentation, you are made. You're not just made short term, but you are made medium and long term as well. Amazon is growing exponentially. So the reason for figuring out the Amazon formula is bigger today than it ever was. And in fact, as we had pointed out before, we're going to share with you throughout the presentation, it's easier than ever before, and no one else knows what you're going to learn during the course of the next 45 or so minutes. Amazon, there's a typo here, literally handle absolutely everything for us. They take care of advertising. So you get your stuff to the top of Amazon, they're going to bring you buyers nonstop. They take care of retargeting for people that came to your page that didn't purchase, upselling, email marketing, product fulfillment, almost everything. So the time to get to the top of the Amazon search engines is right now. And the fact is, the opportunity is bigger than ever. In America alone, there are over 50 million Prime members. That means there are 50 million credit cards on file. It's growing leaps and bounds. Half of all your American households, and this is just America, forget all the other countries we can add to this as well, half of all American households will be on Amazon Prime before 2020, which means we're talking about, Roger, ongoing, exponential, ridiculous growth. I mean, the opportunity is right there.
Right. I mean, everyone knows it's a massive opportunity. This is just kind of reiterating everything that, again, in the U.S. alone, they have 50 million credit cards on file, one-click purchases, quick delivery. It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
All right. So where else in the world could you sell your own products and have a company spending hundreds of millions of dollars a month on advertising, marketing, infrastructure growth, so that if you can get your products in there, you will grow together with Amazon? The answer is there's nowhere on this earth that you would find that type of opportunity. And let's just think about that before we get into the nuts and bolts of the formula. Let's just think about that. We all know that e-commerce is massive. In fact, you can ask hundreds of our own members, or you yourself are probably an e-commerce member of one of our memberships. E-commerce is massive. It's growing by leaps and bounds each and every month and every year. Opportunity is insane. And now our members are proof of that. And Amazon, by far, is the biggest of them all. This is a huge opportunity. And there's a third reason why the time is now to strike for Amazon Gold. As we mentioned in our introduction, we've got a fellow member who's cracked the Amazon code. Of course, all the information we just gave you is useless if you yourself can't get to the very top of Amazon and find the right products to sell and get them to the top of the search engines. So you're going to get that formula. You're going to have it in your hands by the end of today. You will walk away today a completely different marketing person. So why is now the time to discover the Amazon code? Because it's huge. It's getting bigger. They're investing in us. And we've got a formula that we ourselves are able to utilize in order to get our products to the top of Amazon. Guys, give me a big wow in the chat box if you see the Amazon opportunity. I just want to make sure everyone sees this. All right, I'm going to wait for 950 yeses, Roger. I think we're just going to...
I think we made our point. I think everyone gets it. Okay. Listen, the big point here is that it's not over. You are still very ahead of the curve. And if you do this right, you can still get into it and profit very, very nicely.
Awesome. Okay, so you guys get this. So big warning. The Amazon algorithm, as we pointed out, has changed. It does change. And all the gurus are talking about reviews, and you need to have hundreds of reviews. Guys, here, just admit this. I won't mention any names. Give me a big me in the chat box if you've been under the impression that one of the prerequisites of being able to get a product to the top of Amazon is having hundreds of reviews. Who's heard that stuff? Okay, who's heard that stuff? Give me a double me in the last 3 months. Who's heard that in the last 3 months? Seeing people peddle ideas. You know what it reminds me of, Roger? I took up PPC. It's not one of my greatest success stories. I took up PPC, bought a $1,000 course when I was starting out. It's one of the biggest mistakes I made. Got a guru course. I learned the thing inside out. There was only one small problem. I was a PPC genius, but I was a PPC genius of 6 months earlier. And by the time I got to this product that was way out of date, it wasn't working for me. And I lost another bunch of thousands of dollars. That's what you're learning when you're learning the old stuff, Roger. And it's a waste of, unfortunately, you could spend $3,000, $5,000 on some of these courses. You're going to end up with yesterday's news. Yeah,
this is right now. So it's great to have this special guest because she's been, again, analyzing this for the last couple of years. So this is now. This is what's happening right now. So it's interesting. It's very interesting.
Let's just get into the very brief introduction to our guest and how Roger found this. And basically, you know, Roger believes in magnetizing people towards him. You know, Roger's made a lot of money on Shopify and Facebook advertising. A lot of you are testimony to that. He's going to make over $100,000 in sales in just his latest store alone, Roger. Perhaps describe what's happening over here. It looks pretty impressive. This is just from a few weeks ago.
This was our pretty much our April numbers. So we did $107,000 in Shopify. So a lot of you guys would be ecstatic with those numbers. We're happy, but we wanted more. We knew that there was this other big giant out there that had 50 million credit cards on file that could help us grow our business. So again, I wasn't really happy with those results. I wanted a bigger fish. I wanted to be out there and be able to go after the Amazon machine. I had a bit of a problem though, because most of you probably have the same problem. I was just kind of scared, and tried things. Nothing really worked. So everything I was hearing about Amazon and getting reviews and all this work that had to be done, I just kind of started to doubt myself, and I was like, okay, I'm doing pretty good on Shopify. I just
want to go ahead just for 1 second, Roger, because you're not going to talk about yourself. I've never seen this guy doubt himself in anything. But he came to me a number of months ago and said, Barry, there's something with Amazon. I just can't crack this damn code. The frustration that he was having, and I felt that I was almost talking to someone who's a complete newbie. And what he discovered is that, and we're going to share with you what he discovered, is that, again, he was just using the wrong strategy, a strategy that was working in the past. So one day, what happened to Roger is that he was just going through several chats, and he gets all these Facebook messages, gets all these messages from members of our masterminds and people that are doing extremely well. When one of them stood out to him, because this is someone that was absolutely crushing it on Amazon. And Roger, perhaps just describe, you get this this Facebook message, you start to interact with Tammy. Describe the relationship, what happened, and what transpired as a result.
Right, I was kind of feeling down and sort of reached out for help in a group, and Tammy messaged me and she says, "Hey Roger, in reference to your message about FBA fulfillment by Amazon, I'd absolutely love to partner with you. I'm absolutely an FBA master." She says, "I've been working with brands like," and I marked off the brands, so I don't want to share her markets and stuff like that. And she says, I'm a big follower client of yours and Barry's for a long time. Would love to work with you. Call me. She gave me her phone number, or email me. Looking forward to speak with you. And I was like, okay, cool. Someone's playing around with Amazon. I said, how much in sales are you doing? She says, well, just for this one product. This one SKU, she does $1 million a month in sales and manages that. And that's when I was like, okay, you're kidding me. And she says, I also do $10,000 a month in sales on one dog toy niche that she just got into, and now it's much more than that. This was a couple months ago with a couple variations. And I was
it's
like,
not very often. Yeah, it's not very often, Roger. You say, hey, I want to call you. It doesn't happen very often.
No, that doesn't happen very often. No, it doesning. And then Tammy gives me the big thumbs up. So I called Tammy right away. I wanted to see if she was, excuse the word, but bull crapping me. And I said, let's do a bit of screen share and stuff. And she logged onto her screen, and I just couldn't believe it. I was just blown away. So Tammy got on the screen share. What I want to do before we go into the screen, Tammy, are you on the call here with us?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can. Thank you so much for joining us, Tammy. I know that you're really busy with what you're doing, but do you remember that conversation we had a couple months back? I'm sorry if I came back and looked a little skeptical, but do you remember that was a couple months back, right?
Absolutely. And it was that, as Barry said, it's kind of funny because you are the pro. I followed you for a long time. You know everything about everything. So
Right.
I was so happy I was able to sort of help you out in one case.
That's awesome. No, it's just, I know a lot, but what I don't know, and that's why I reached out to you, and I thank you so much for all the help. So basically, you get on a screen share with me, and you show me this, and Barry can go to the next slide, and I see like millions of dollars in sales, and not like, on a yearly basis. This is a month-by-month breakdown. This is April, so this was last month, and this you'd taken a screenshot of this one. I think it was April 13th or something like that. So this was mid-month. But tell me about those numbers, and it's actually more. This is cost of goods, right?
Right. So this is actually manufacturer. So Amazon has a couple of different platforms. One is called Vendor Central. So when Amazon loves your product so much, they want to work directly with you and buy the product from the manufacturer. So these numbers are a little bit different than we'll see as a third-party seller on Seller Central,
Right.
meaning that the cost of goods sold is actually the wholesale price that Amazon is buying it for. So the
Right.
sales on the Amazon platform that the customer is paying is actually much more than what you're seeing here.
It's more than that. So it's probably in the $3 million a month. And just so we understand, all of the strategies, the techniques, and everything, they're all the same. If you're on Vendor Central or your own, it's always the same type of formula, right?
Absolutely. It's pretty much a scientific formula that we've kind of figured out. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And this is from some more statistics. So year to date, over $9 million cost of goods sold. So it's about $15 million in sales. The numbers are, I know, guys, the numbers sound incredible. It's just Tammy has been doing this for a long time, and she knows what she's doing. So, and as soon as I saw these numbers, I knew right away I had to start working with Tammy. So I just want to publicly say thank you for spending so much time with me in the last few months and getting me up and running, and everything's going really well. So thank you. We can go to the next slide, Barry, as well.
Yeah, guys, Tammy's agreed to share this formula with us that we're going to share with you, and almost as a thank you for everything that Roger and I have done for her, she just mentioned, I'd like everyone just to write the words "thank you, Tammy," because this is something she could share just with herself. She really does not need to share this in the public forum. But I think this is one of the most beautiful things about our membership, Roger. All the time we've got members who are so successful, and sometimes members are doing things that we're not doing ourselves.
Right.
Share those things with us. And I just think it's beautiful, and over the coming months, a lot of members have agreed to share some of the amazing things they're doing with our membership. So guys, always reach out to us. Let us know your successes you're having. Stay in contact with us, because you could be the next Tammy. And Tammy is just so kind to go and allow us to share every detail of this formula. In any event, Roger, Tammy then throws on another product just for fun. Explain what happened with this. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, so we were talking. She's like, "Hey, I want to start another, gold mine, as we call it. Gold mines for us in Amazon are when you throw up a product and it's pretty much automated, sales coming in every day. Amazon takes care of all the work. You just kind of, get your paycheck every couple of weeks from Amazon, and that's what I call a gold mine. So Tammy just started a single product brand on Amazon, and Tammy, you did $49,000 in a couple of months, and you were telling me that you're expected to do $250,000 with this one simple product. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yes, actually, so once you apply the formula that we're going to show you today,
Mm-hmm.
it's quite easy because we're actually seeing what people want and you fulfill that need, and the buyers are on that platform. So once you introduce a product that buyers are looking for, it's super easy to escalate very quickly. And Amazon has wonderful things like Q4, Prime Day, Cyber Monday, all of these incredible sales too that just escalate your numbers even more throughout the year. So it's really, really an awesome platform.
That's awesome. And again, if you look at these numbers, guys, this is one gold mine. This is one product. We're not talking about a complete store here. This is one idea, one product. Tammy puts it up. She uses the formula, goes right up to the first page of Amazon, starts to get a ton of sales. So it's super powerful stuff. And imagine if you had 3 or 4 like these guys. Can you imagine having 3 or 4? Absolutely. All right, pretty fun.
But people are just blown away by this. I mean, there's a reason why Tammy's got this far, though, Roger. She studied the Amazon algorithm for years, last couple of years, and she just explained to you exactly what your mistake was, Roger. I mean, yeah, we've said we don't need to repeat it. You're just using old strategy. So anyway, she then, I guess, you had this long conversation with her, and you got her to reveal these the 3-step formula that's getting her these results. And I guess the time has really come for us to reveal that formula. This formula is powerful. And it's so powerful that not only has Tammy done things for herself, but she's been working for major brands that have asked her to take care of their Amazon sales for them. And I mean, it's just a consistent home run, one after the other with these brands, Roger. I mean, this is ridiculous. I mean, just that list of success that she's had with these different companies, it's insane.
And here's the thing, guys. All of these companies that Tammy's worked with, and Tammy, you can come in here and just chime in for a sec. You've applied this exact formula with success every single time.
Yeah, I mean, once we know what people are looking for, and we utilize, the things that we're going to show you today, and apply that to our listings, it's so easy to rank. And once you're just putting yourself in front of the buyers, right? So it's pretty amazing. It's completely duplicatable, and once you continue to do it over and over, you become popular.
Heck, now I know why I spent so much money on my Walt Disney holiday. Thank you, Tam. Thank you so much. All right, guys. All right, anyway, guys, give me a big wow. This is just absolutely, if you are absolutely blown away by this, home run after home run, product after product, brand after brand. All right, there's a lot of evidence here. Okay, so Tammy's exact formula for what she calls Amazon gold mining is responsible for her making over $2 million for her clients and for her partners and for herself. So here's the thing. It's simple. And this is the thing that really ignited Roger's imagination. It is simple. So, and we're going to get into the formula right now, but just before we do, again, I want to stress, everything you've heard in the past, just forget about it. The guru said you need to have thousands of reviews to get your product to the top of Amazon. Forget about it. That is yesterday's news. You don't need to do that. In fact, that old strategy alone, I counted for, I think, if not 90%, 99% of people not being able to succeed with Amazon. They just can never overcome that first stage of getting thousands of reviews. Just so that you understand this, having some reviews, a few reviews is important, but not hundreds and certainly not thousands. And that's going to open up the playing surface for anyone that wants to step onto it and dig for Amazon Gold. So here's an important fact. You don't need those hundreds. You don't need thousands of reviews. A few is enough. That is Amazon as of today. All right, so here is the 3-step formula that anyone here can apply to score a super quick Amazon home run. Just confirm you've got a pen and paper, guys, because this is where everything's going to change for you. Just write a big yes in the chat box. This is critical stuff. I'm just going to wait for everyone. You got it? Okay, good. Step number 1, you need to find the right product. Most people fail. They may learn all the other stuff, but if you're sitting there with the wrong product, you're not going to sell an awful lot on Amazon. We call this PS, product selection. You need to choose the right products. Now, it's going to make or break you. And if you're a newbie, if you get this wrong, you can forget about it. But the good news is that Tammy has perfected the step, and it is worth its weight in gold. Now, here's a huge secret. How do you find products that are going to sell on Amazon like hotcakes? It's not like anything else anyone else is talking about right now, but here's the secret. And Roger, if you can chime in on this, because this was the big aha moment for you that changed absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Amazon has a predictive search algorithm that practically tells you what people are searching for. We're talking about something that you know what people are searching for, Roger, and if you know what people are searching for, these are buyers, right? A quarter of America is buying on Amazon. These are buyers. If you know what they are searching for, then you know what they're about to buy. If you know what people are about to buy, you've scored a home run.
Okay, so this was the biggest thing. Like, guys, this is going to be worth your entire time on this webinar. If there's one secret that you want to know, it's this right now, okay? It's this right now. So here's what Tammy shared with me that completely blew me away. So Amazon has what's called a predictive search algorithm, and it actually gives you what people are searching for when it comes to buying products. So let me share with you how this works. So if I go to Amazon.com and I type in lamp, okay? Well, right now, do you guys see that right here there are 4 or 5 related search items right here? So in here, if I type in the word lamp, the 3 or 4 or 5 things that people are looking to buy right now, the highest searched items on Amazon right now are lamps for bedrooms, floor lamp, lamps for living room, lampshade, and lava lamp. Now, if I go in here and type in lamp, okay, lamps, now you'll see that that changes. It gives you something else. So lamps for bedrooms, lamps for living rooms, table lamps, floor lamps, lampshade. This is what's called the Amazon predictive search algorithm. No one has ever taught this. No one has ever really looked at this and, seen what this could do. So if I type in lamps for bedrooms, okay, now here are the top 5 keywords that people are currently searching for when thinking about a lamp for a bedroom. They're looking at table lamp for bedroom, lamps for bedrooms set of 2, floor lamps for bedrooms, lamps for bedrooms teens, lamps for bedrooms kids. Those are the 5 top searched keywords for lamps for bedroom. Okay, and I just randomly picked a keyword here. You can use anything and everything, but as soon as you keep typing up keywords, it's almost like having a crystal ball. Amazon tells you what keywords it wants. Right there we've got 5 keywords, okay? And it tells you what products are currently selling. If I go here and type in garage, okay? And I can type in any type of keywords and it will tell me what people are searching for. So right now, what's really hot is garage storage. That is really, really hot. Garage organizer, shelving, garage door, garage cabinets, garage flooring. Amazon is giving you on a silver platter exactly what are the top searched items or products based on a keyword. Okay, if you get the power of this, write OMG in the chat box right now. Okay, I never thought of this. Like when Tammy explained this to me, I almost said you've got to be kidding me. Like, you've got to be kidding me. So I can type in any keyword and it's going to tell me what are the top selling items for that keyword. Now that's step number 1, right? It's just finding out and typing in a keyword and then looking at all the different types of keywords that are coming up. This is the really long and extensive way of doing it, but you'd have to go, let's say you want to get into the garage storage market, you'd have to write down, garage storage, and then we could go and do the alphabet if you wanted to generate keywords. So garage, storage, A, and organization, and workbench, above door, tool organization. Then you would do B, box, bench, basket. And then if you do box, then you would do box with a lock. So do you see how this is incredible, but it's really, really damn time consuming. But we're going to show you an easier way to do this later on. But that is secret number one, Barry, is using, this is bigger than the reviews right now, is if you can create your listings around that predictive search keyword, then you have a home run. Your SEO is on steroids on Amazon. Does that make sense? Give me a big yes in the chat box if you understand predictive search, okay? Predictive search. And people are going absolutely berserk, but no one's ever talked about this. When Tammy came to me with this, I almost fell off my chair. So I was like, holy smokes, this is the gold mine. This is crazy. And people going absolutely nuts here.
We have one person, Shirley, that says that she actually tried something like this in a little market and hit a home run on day one.
Oh,
Guys, we have members that it takes a lot of work, but yeah, and people going crazy, absolutely crazy. All right, you want to counter the presentation, Roger?
Yeah, let me just grab the slides here. So step number one is that use what's called predictive search research and technology, and that will allow you to find the right product. Let me just give you back the slides here, Barry, because my thing is acting up.
No worries. Let's get back to me. All right, Roger. You call this like a crystal ball. Can you see my screen, Roger? Just confirm you can see it.
Yeah, I can see your screen. I do call this. That's the first thing that came out of my mouth when Tammy said, "Hey, look at this." It is a damn crystal ball. I've never seen anything like it. It's telling you, okay, you want to get into the garage door market or the garage market. Well, here are the top selling products in the garage market. Now that's step one, right? Let's get into step two. What is step two?
Absolutely. Exactly. So you just gave the example there of the labs. That's great. All right. Anyway, just before we do get into step one, and a lot of members have actually just noticed this, and I've had an issue with it, and that is you do need to find the various predictive search keywords. It's a long, tedious, horrible amount of work because you need to check and test, etc. Then, Roger, we're talking about finding maybe 100, 150. It takes a lot of time and a lot of hassles, but don't worry. We've resolved that. We're going to share that with you in just a second. All right, you guys get what predictive search is and the power of it. Now, step number two. We're now going to use Tammy's scientific formula to validate the potential success of a product. We call it the RRF formula. Write down the letters RRF. Step two, RRF. Okay, you get this. You are 67% of the way to Amazon Gold. All right, I want to make sure everyone gets RRF. All right, the thing about RRF is that we're going to remove any sort of guessing. Any sort of guessing is out of the window. You'll be able to score home runs the first time. Just like Tammy, hey, let's go and build a gold mine, Roger. Let's go and take a dog product. $49,000, going to make something like $250,000 very first year with one product, without a store, just one product in the store. Okay, what you're about to learn is going to be priceless. The RRF formula is based on R. The first R of RRF is rank. Roger, share with everyone, what do you mean by rank and the 5% secret?
Okay, so when you look at a category, okay, the first thing that Tammy taught me was, Roger, and Tammy, you're gonna chime in here. You told me, Roger, it's all good that we maybe find a keyword, okay, that's that's good, but how do we know if it's actually selling? And it's a 5% secret. And what does that mean? How do we calculate this 5%? Well, the way Tammy explained it to me is that you take a product like, let's say, table lamps, and that's going to be into, let's say, the home, the home and, I don't know, I'm just saying anything, home and interior category in Amazon. Okay, actually, let's look at one example right here. So this is a jumping rope, okay? So this jump rope, okay, premium quality jump rope, is, if you look here, number 28 in sports and outdoors, okay? So sports and outdoors is a category. So that category has like 24 million products inside of that category. So how do you find out if it's in the 5%? Well, you divide 28 by the 24 million, and if it falls into that 5% or under, then you've got a top selling product. So to give you an example, let's say that in a category there are 100 products. If that product is one of the top 5 selling products in that category of 100 products, it's a 5% product in that category, which means it generates 80-90% of the sales. Okay, that keyword, let's say jump rope, generates, you know, that many sales. So does that make sense? Write 5% in the chat box if you understand what the 5% rule means. Okay, so where did I get the 24 million? So let me show everyone where I got that. So let me just grab the screen here again. So here's how we look at that rule, okay? So I'm going to take the screen and make myself a presenter. I can't believe we're sharing all this stuff, guys. This is ninja stuff here. Okay, so here's what you would do. So let's say I do garage box, okay, garage storage box. And I look here, and let's say that I want to start selling this one right here. And this is actually a really good market, and I'll tell you why soon. So let's go here, and you see these boxes, okay? So if I go down, okay, I'm going to notice that right here, this is number 12,175, okay, in the home and kitchen area, okay, in the category for home and kitchen. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on See Top 100 in home and kitchen, okay, so you're going to manually click on that. And as you can see, on the top left-hand side, it says home and kitchen. Here's what you're going to do. Tammy showed me this trick. It's a manual thing. You'd have to do it a lot of times, but here's how you do it. You do this, okay? Shift and then 9 and then shift and then 0. And that's going to do this like parenthesis thing. I don't know how to call it. I'm French here, so you might want to help me with the correct word here, Barry. But it's going to do this sign, okay? And right here, it says that there are 64 million. So it's going to go and get all of the products in that category. And that's when we know, okay, there's 64 million products in the category, okay? And our product here is number 12,175. So if you divide 12,175, okay, let me get my calculator. This will be way under the 5%, okay, 100%. But just to give you an example, so I'm going to do 12,175 and divide that by, let's say, 64 million. That's how many products they have in there. And you're at 0.0001. So if it's under 5%, you're good. This is way under 5%. So they're selling a lot of this product. Tammy, tell us about this product, you know, when you're looking at it as far as rank goes. Is this a product that they sell a lot? You know, they probably sell a couple hundred a day, right?
Absolutely. So once you're in that 5%, beyond knowing that they sell, we also kind of use that as a gauge to say, hey, people know about it, they're searching about it, and you know, it's a lot easier to sell something in that top 5%, something that people are searching for and know about, than selling something that might be some really cool obscure thing, you know, that's in the top 10 or 15%, right? So that's the whole thing behind our top 5% here. So
Right.
I have a leg on my screen, so it just popped up here. So I'm seeing this. Yes, this is a good market. I've looked at this. There's quite a bit here. So yeah, so look at you're in the top. Is that 1%? 1%? Is that
Oh,
what
it's in the top. Oh, yeah, it's in the top 1% for sure. And this is up there, yeah.
wow. So this is incredible. This is a winner.
All right.
Yeah.
So, do you guys understand the 5%? Right? I do in the chat box. If you understand where I'm getting this, you just get the product rank. Okay. Very quickly, I'm going to show it to you one more time. It's a great secret. Go to the bestseller rank here on Amazon. Click on See Top 100 in Home and Kitchen. Okay, go to the search, hit Shift and 9 on my Mac, Shift and 0, so it'll do those two things right there. Hit Enter, and then it's going to tell you how many products are in that category. So you're going to take the rank, which was 12,000, divided by 64 million. If it's under 5%, you've got a great selling item. Okay, so Barry, that is step number 2. If you want to take the screen back.
Yeah, Brett, if you can get it over to me, write the words "you're nuts" if you think you cannot believe Roger and Tammy are sharing this stuff, right? There's no one in the world that is sharing this stuff in $5,000 programs, and we're sharing that with you today. People think we are nuts. All right, so you guys get the 5% rule. Terrific. All right, so now the reviews. The gurus say you need hundreds of reviews. That's complete nonsense. And what, Tammy, you've managed to discover, and Roger, perhaps you can elaborate upon this, is that you do need a few reviews, but we're talking, well, let's talk about before your own reviews, Roger. Talk about the 3 to 5 low number reviews on page and what this means, and how this indicates insane potential because of the competition is going to be very low.
Well, Tammy, I'm going to get you to chime in here again, but you taught me, you said, Roger, the second thing here is reviews still have pull, right? And the other thing that reviews do for you is, Tammy was saying, it's social proof. If other people like your product, there's a higher chance, a higher probability that people will buy your product, okay? So, the algorithm has changed. Tammy, can you talk about that a little bit, and, why we're looking for low review products? Because you're saying that if it's pretty new in the marketplace, they get on the first page, then we can do the same thing.
Absolutely. So, few people know, but the algorithm changed about 4 to 6 weeks ago. We saw this huge change. What we used to be able to do was launch a product, give a whole bunch away, get a bunch of reviews, and then based on reviews, almost like clockwork, you could sort them and see the product with the most reviews lands number 1, and then in descending order. That's usually how it went. Suddenly we saw that we could launch a product and it would land on the first page even if it had only a couple of reviews. So that was kind of shocking. That was really interesting. So when we see something like that, we knew that reviews were no longer, the major contributing factor to rank, and there were other factors at play. And when we take a look at some products and we see that, a product is landing right next to a product that has 1,000 reviews and it only has 20 reviews, well, that's interesting, so we kind of dug deeper to find out what they were doing.
Makes sense. And what you taught me is that if they're able to do it and we do our SEO right, we should be able to replicate that. And you've been doing this time and time again, right? So again, it doesn't mean that you need to have 1,000 reviews to be on that first page. And if you have 3 to 4 listings that have low reviews, but they're part of this 5% category, your chances of hitting that first page absolutely are catapulted because we have the predictive search keywords. So we can create our listings around these predictive search keywords and immediately rank very, very high on Amazon. Give me a big wow in the chat box if this is starting to make sense, okay? We're looking for opportunities. If we see these opportunities and we see that, oh my God, this guy's brand new in this marketplace, and they're ranking, that means we can do the same thing. It's like again, using a big red to find these opportunities, these pockets. So this is really powerful. So the second thing, Barry, is reviews. If you've got 3 or 4 on the first page, you've got a shot to get in there pretty quickly.
All right, so we got to the RR. Now let's get for the icing on the cake, which is the F. What is the F here? Fulfilled and sold by Amazon. Guys, this is important. Write the word fulfilled in the chat box. Now, what are the difference in the types of fulfillments, Roger? And why is fulfilled by Amazon the icing on the cake? If you have this as well, it's a gold mine. It's almost a guaranteed gold mine. Why is it so important?
Okay, so here's where this. Okay, so I'm gonna, and again, I want to thank Tammy. I know I sound really damn smart here, but it's not me. All this stuff, Tammy has given me coaching for the last couple of months. She's been working very closely with me. I 100% put all of this on her, certainly not on me. But I'm going to share with you guys something else, okay? Stay clear. I'm going to show you how to stay clear. And Tammy, I'm going to ask you to chime in. So let's say that you find a product and that product, I just clicked on this product. It's Bounty, which is the product. I want you to look on the right-hand side here, and this is where you want to stay.
We can't see your screen yet, by the way. Now we can.
Okay, so here's a product in front of you, and this is where you would stay absolutely clear of a product when it's shipped and sold by Amazon. When Amazon owns the product, you can just walk away. And Tammy, so that's one of the like 3 ways that you can look at a product to see if there's any way that you can rank. So Tammy, tell us why this product here would be next to impossible to compete with. Did we lose Tammy, or is it me?
I can't hear Tammy.
Tammy?
Yeah, look, like she's having an issue there with her sound for whatever reason. So
okay.
Maybe just say what she told you.
Okay, so here's the main reason that Tammy told me that. If you're competing with Amazon on their own website, you will get pushed off. They own what's called the buy box. So as soon as you type in, Bounty paper towels, let's say in the search, you'll see what's going to happen. They own all of this buy box, okay? They own these. This is them owning that box right there. So they get all the sales, they make all the money, they get all the pride, okay? So that's one example. The next example is going to be if, let me just type in jump rope, okay? Oh, let's go in all departments and hit search. Okay, the next example is going to be an example like this. When you look at, let's say, a jump rope. And if I click on the jump rope, you'll see here. Okay, so here's example number 2. This is sold by a company. Okay, so the company is selling the product, and it's being fulfilled by Amazon. So what does that mean? It means that it's a company, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be training you guys on, is when you have a product and you're letting Amazon ship, pack, and fulfill the product. When you see that, you've got a pretty good chance at ranking. Okay, you've got a pretty good chance at ranking for the product. Now, if you look at the third alternative, and these are a little bit harder to find, and that's why doing this manually is a little bit harder, but you'll have products that are shipped directly. Okay, there we go. So this is a product that is shipped. Let me try to see. Okay, this is not giving it to me, but the other alternative is when it's shipped by a store and it's sold by a store, not Amazon. Those are gold mines. I'm going to show you how to find those because they're actually pretty hard to find, but those are going to be gold mines. And the reason they're gold mines is when they're sold by a third party and they're shipped by a third party, 90% of the time, people want it to be a prime product. They want to get the free shipping on the product. So if you find a product that is being sold and it's not being sold by, and shipped and fulfilled by Amazon, then you find a really, really big gold mine, okay? A really big gold mine. And I'm going through here, and they're pretty hard to find. In stock, ships and sold by Amazon, so you can't compete there at all. But you'll find a ton of them if you use the right tools. So does this make sense, guys? There are 3 different ways of looking at it. If it's sold and fulfilled by Amazon, get the heck out of there. Start running, look into another niche, okay? If it's sold by a third party, like Roger D., but it's fulfilled by Amazon, you're in a nice, you're in a nice area. That could work. And if you find something that's sold by Roger D., corporation and is shipped by Roger D. Corporation, and it's got the 5% rule and it's got low reviews, you're in a home run. Does that make sense? Give me a big yes in the chat box if that makes sense, right? And Barry, you can take the screen back because my thing is frozen here.
People going absolutely bonkers here, Roger. Absolutely bonkers. All right, so let's get back to the presentation. Okay, here we go. All right, so basically, guys, that is the 3-part formula for validation. 3 parts. 1 is rank. You want to make sure that it's less than 5%. Reviews, a few reviews. Fulfilled, make sure it's fulfilled by Amazon. Here's the big news. If you have one of those three, it's a nugget. You've got a potential to make some money. Two of those three, you've got a real potential to make money. If you can hit 3 out of 3 in terms of the RRF formula, you have got validation out of the roof. Prepare your bank for massive paydays. They won't understand where this money has come from. That's what 3 of those, what that validation could do for you. Now you're almost there because we found great product. We know the predictive keywords. We know what people are searching for. We've done the validation. We now know this is going to sell like crazy. We've got the RRF. That's great. Now you need to know where you're going to find suppliers in order to be able to supply those products to your sellers. Roger, perhaps just share with everyone just very briefly what this part is all about, because it's dead simple and there's a solution for that that's very easy for people to apply.
Yeah, so basically, how do you find suppliers? And I'm going to share with you guys a little later how we do that. But we use things like AliExpress and Alibaba, and we find really solid suppliers with high rankings and reviews. And it's very easy to do. So I'm going to share with you guys some cool, really cool way of doing it in just a few minutes here.
Perfect. All right, that's coming up. Guys, so again, using the RF formula to dig for gold and validate your findings is killer. It works. It's based on an update in Amazon. It's working right now. It's been working for Tammy for yonks. It's just a lot simpler now than it was even 2 months ago. But there is one major problem, and that is it is hugely time consuming. Let's just go over this. The whole thing of why this would take you so much time. But Tammy, and it's just unbelievable, Roger, that Tammy was making all this money, but she used to spend days and weeks doing research to figure out where the golden opportunities are hiding. She used to do, yeah? Sorry, Roger, you want to say something?
No, it's
okay. Now, it's fine. If you have to do the RRF formula and you need to do the predictive search words and do all that sort of research, there's a lot of feedback, Roger. Can you just
it's not me. Give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna mute whoever's got that feedback.
Yeah. Thank you. Just 1,000 people. This is crazy. All right. It's great if you're like Tammy, that's like doing this full time. You've got money in the bank. You're doing $2 million of sales a month. It's great because you're not under any sort of pressure. But it's less great if you need to be able to make money quickly with Amazon. So when Tammy shared this formula of Roger, he was shocked by the amount of work that she was doing. I mean, he saw the potential of this thing. But my gosh. And Roger, when she told you this, you almost like threw up. You could not believe it's such an easy, simple formula, but the work, the grunt work, the dirty work you need to do and the research you have to do is just ridiculous. And Roger, you know, is one of the greatest marketers, but one of the laziest people I think has ever walked this earth. Sorry, Roger. Just had to say that publicly. The formula is super powerful. And if you use it properly, you're going to score a home run every single time. But let's think about this, guys. If you had to take out a calculator to find the rank on every single product, I mean, you probably agree that that's a pain in the backside. On top of that, if you have to browse through hundreds and hundreds of listings to find the low review items, I mean, that, again, we're talking about you probably want to have a couple of computers open at the same time, and it's days of boring work. On top of that, if you had to go through listings one at a time, trying to find out if it's fulfilled by Amazon or not, it's another pain in the backside. I mean, it could send you to sleep at the same time. It's boring. It's time-consuming. Most people, I mean, Tammy is, you know, amazing that she's able to do this by herself without any sort of tools. And worst of all, you need to write down by hand hundreds and hundreds of keywords, the predictive keywords, in order to find the best predictive keywords that for Amazon, so you could list them on Amazon and start making a lot of money. You'd need a complete team to be able to do this. And even then, you'd probably go completely and utterly nuts. Guys, who would develop a headache if I said to you, you need to sit down now. You need to have one calculator open with doing all the ranks. You need to open up and look at every single listing to see what is fulfilled by Amazon or not. You need to go through one listing at a time to make sure which are the low review items. You'd have to write down at the same time hundreds of potential predictive keywords in order to find out which of the keywords and the products you should find, and then on top of that, you then need to search for them on Alibaba and AliExpress to be able to fulfill them. Who would go absolutely nuts? Give me a me in the chat box if you agree that is a major problem.
People are going crazy. And guys, to make the predictive keywords work and to have a good keyword list, you need 100, 200, 300, 400 keywords. So for you to type into the Amazon search and then write by hand on a, this is what Tammy was doing just because she had to do it. When she showed this to me, I was like, there's got to be a better way. Like, there's got to be an easier way to do this. If there was, that would be our big red, right? So there really had to be a better way. So Barry, you can talk about what we did here, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just yeah, we can hear you, Tammy, loud and clear. You are back. So let me just answer this question, guys. What would you rather pan for gold with? If you had a choice between using a manual sieve to try and pan for gold, or you had Big Red in your pocket, who would choose manual and who would use Big Red? Give me a Big Red if you prefer to use a machine. Who would like to do it manual? Write the word manual if that's your preference. So wait for everyone's going
Tammy, if you're on the call, just touch on the work. Like you've done this, for a couple of years now. Like this is crazy amounts of work. Like it's full-time
I can't tell you. Oh yeah. So just as you showed when you were typing in floor lamp A, floor lamp B, I mean, continue doing that. And the other thing was that Amazon does not allow you to just highlight that and copy and paste it into a spreadsheet or Excel. So I have to retype every predictive keyword. And then it's not just floor lamp A, B, then it's A, B, and whatever comes up. And then, I mean, if you can imagine, sometimes I would spend days for one product just trying to optimize that way.
Roger would be disqualified because he can't even spell. So I mean,
exactly.
he wouldn't get, he wouldn't go step one of that. Goodness me. All right, so guys, everyone saw the Big Red there. Absolutely. So this is what we did. We sat down and said, there's got to be a better way. So we brought our product manager in. We got our programming team together, head of program, to come in and try and figure out a way. How do we build Big Red so that it will do all of the research for us? We'll do the complete RRF validation for us. We'll get all the predictive keywords that we want. Would give us a gold mine. Would just churn out gold mine, gold mine, gold mine. So we don't even have to think about it. We know what's fulfilled by Amazon. We know what's less than 5%. We know what is fulfilled by Amazon. We know absolutely everything. It just churns out gold mines. So thousands of hours later, a crazy amount of tweaking, what we have discovered and what we have developed is the perfect Amazon research system that has ever been created. It is something that right now, this is Big Red right now, that you can go digging for gold right this moment. So who here wants to see the Amazon Big Red machine in action now? Write down the word now if you do not want to wait another second.
I want to see at least 900 nows because this is crazy. We've been working, Tammy and myself, months on this so that you guys don't have to do any of the work and you can just start churning out product and finding gold. So guys, I'm not moving. Wow, these are coming in fast. All right, I'm pretty sure I've got 900 here. Okay, so if you want to hand over the screen, Barry, that would be great, or Brett.
Yeah.
There we go. It's coming. Okay. There we go. So I want to introduce to you what I call the Big Red Gold Finder, and I named it that because it really works like a Big Red. Can you see my screen here, Barry?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the first thing. We talked about a lamp. So I'm going to type in the word lamp, and I'm going to hit search. So what is this doing? This is right now going to Amazon, and it's typing in lamp, lamp, and then it's going to try to find all the top searched keywords for the lamp marketplace by using the predictive keyword algorithm that I showed you. But instead of having to manually do this, manually go one by one, as you can see, bingo bango, it does it right in front of you. So we have 393 niche keywords and top keywords for the lamp marketplace. Give me a big OMG in the chat box if you think that is pretty cool. So I just saved Tammy like 4 days of work right now in less than 30 seconds. And when I showed this to her, she was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, I've wasted days and days and days with this predictive search, and you're here in under 30 seconds, you have all of the keywords. Now, pretty cool, right? So that's step number one. Step number one, do that. Now, step number two is, okay, now we want to try to mine for gold, and this is where it gets really exciting, really, really exciting. So step number two is we're going to click on the button here for table lamps. We're going to click on Start Product Research, and that is going to open up a window just like this one right here. So as you can see, this does everything. It brings us the reviews. It gives us the rank. Okay, right here, reviews, rank, gives us the rank of the product. Is it a top 5% product? So this actually goes to Amazon, finds the category, goes to the category, finds how many products there are in that category, comes back, divides the numbers together, and tells us if it's a top 5% or not. It also does something very powerful. It tells us the average price on average for the first page of Amazon, because if you can't compete on price, you just can't compete. If you have a lamp and you're trying to sell it for, $95, you'll get pushed out of this marketplace. You're selling it for too much. So it does all of the research, and as you can see, those that are on gold, those that have a gold bar, it means that it matches our RRF formula. And if you've got 4 or 5 that are, popping up here as gold, this is a perfect market to get into. Look at this, the number 2 result for table lamps that gets hundreds of thousands of searches, just 73, 93, 48 reviews, 21 reviews. So this tells us that Amazon is opening this one up to anyone who's new who wants to start selling product. Now, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. When you get into these types of niches, you can sell a lot. But here's the thing. When you look here, that's the one killer. I told you guys we need an indicator. If you're competing against Amazon for all of these types of products, get out and run, okay? So this has saved you, Barry, someone who's trying to get into the lamp market, they know that it's a good market, but Amazon is selling the product and is fulfilling the product. So this also tells us if it's a go or a no-go, okay? And I want to see if people are seeing the value of this tool. It is doing all the work for us, okay? Barry, are people going kind of crazy here? Go type down OMG in the chat box if you're getting this and you see how this is working, okay? This is absolute gold. It tells us, hey, should you be getting into a market or should you be staying away from the market, okay? Let's look at another one, okay? We've got coloring book, okay? I just typed in coloring book in the chat box, and it's got 247 predictive keywords. So there are a couple of different types of coloring books. There's adults and there's children's coloring books, okay? So here, okay, if we look at different types of coloring books and stuff like that, let me go to children's right here. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, we're still on the coloring book. It's not moving though.
Okay, I think GoToWebinar is acting up here. Can you see my screen move now?
No, you're pretty stuck. You're pretty stuck on the coloring
okay.
book. Describe what you're seeing at least, Roger.
All right, let me just kind of re-give the screen to myself here. There we go. All right, I'm just reloading this. Let me go to this example here for garage. I don't know why, but it's frozen my screen here. Okay, I've typed in the word garage. This is on my other screen. And as you can see, there are multiple types of keywords here, right? So there are garage door spring, garage door shelving, and stuff like that. So here's how this works. We're going to click on Start Product Research on the spring, okay, garage door springs market. And it's going to open up in another window, and it's doing all of this research for us. It's going out, trying to find all these predictive type keywords and bringing back the results. So it's going to tell us the product rank, it's going to tell us if the product is a top 5%, and it's also going to tell us if the product is fulfilled by Amazon or if it's fulfilled and sold by someone else. Now, it doesn't mean that, and this is a home run. Holy smokes! Can you guys see this? Here we go. Okay, here's a home run. This is if you guys want to get into a market, you want to start crushing it, this is the one, okay? Look at this, garage door springs, okay? 6 reviews, 53 reviews, 72 reviews, 33. Wow. And look, this is sold by not by Amazon. All of these products, and none of them, just one of them here, is fulfilled by Amazon. Everything else is fulfilled by third party, okay? So this is a gold mine, okay? If you see that it's only Amazon, like, you know, 7 or 8 out of the 10, get out, okay? If it's 1 or 2, still lots of great opportunity. But here, I mean, look at this. Write down, oh my God, in the chat box if you get this. Tammy, if you're still on the line, can you chime in here?
I'm loving this. This is
okay.
Amazing. Wow, this is really a gold mine here.
Tell people why this is a gold mine. So let's go through it step by step. So the first thing that you're telling me is reviews are low on this one. The top review is 6. So what do you think about that?
Mm-hmm. So basically, usually when you see low reviews, it could be one of 2 things. One, it's very new to the market. So usually it takes time to get reviews. People have to order the product, they get it, they use it. You have to bug them a little bit, you know, to try to leave some feedback. So it takes time.
Right.
So when you have low amount of reviews, that's usually an indicator that it's a newer product, you know, on the marketplace, which is excellent. Right.
Awesome. So this is in the 5%. What I like is the average price. Now let's go one step further, Tammy. So we've got this. It's in gold. It's telling us it's a great market. Watch. We can click on this button right here, guys, on check AliExpress availability. When I click on that, it will bring up all the top selling products on AliExpress that we can order in and then send into FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, and look at the price of these pieces, like 10 cents, 10 cents a piece. Like, these are really, really cheap. The resale on this stuff is really, really good. So this is just an example. You find a product, you can then check and double verify that you can actually buy the product wholesale, which we can here. And on here, you can also check Alibaba availability to see if they have anything. And they do. They have a ton of different stock and pieces for all kinds of garage equipment for doors. I know this sounds like a ridiculous marketplace, but guys, like one out of 3 homes or something like that in the US has a garage. So are you guys seeing how we just found a pot of gold? Write a 10 in the chat box if you get that. This is how we go mining for gold. Now, watch what you can do, okay? Watch what you can do. I'm not done yet. This is where Tammy really went crazy a little bit because, again, she spent so much time and energy. So now that we want to do garage door springs and we want to set up our Amazon listing and start selling garage door springs, here's what you do next. You go to Big Red and you say, Big Red, get me all the best SEO search-related keywords to garage door springs, because then we're going to be working on our listing and putting all these top keywords in our listings, as well as setting up some simple and dirt cheap Amazon pay-per-click campaigns. Now look, we have 83 of the top keywords that Amazon wants and people are searching for come up. Garage door springs, torsion sets, spring torsion, garage door spring replacements, pear, red, green, all these keywords. Now I'm going to click on download CSV file, and that is going to compile a CSV file so that I can use the CSV file and upload it within my listings or within Amazon pay-per-click. And Tammy, when I showed you this, I mean, your reaction was just crazy.
I think I had tears coming down my eyes because of the amount of time I'm going to save now. I was just, you really have no idea how long that takes to do manually. So thank you again for figuring out a bigger way.
All right, guys. Are you getting this? Right? I get it. If you are getting how this works, find a great product. Make sure it's in the top 5%. Make sure it's low in reviews, okay? Make sure that it's not simply all the listings that have it sold by Amazon, okay? And then create your list, find the listings, find the products directly on AliExpress and Alibaba, and then that's it. Use this keyword list to start building your listing, as well as working on some cheap Amazon pay-per-click, and then the sales just start flowing in like crazy. So Barry, this is Big Red. We've been working on Big Red, I think, for 3 months now, and it's amazing. It's an amazing time saver.
It sure is. Brett, if you can hand it over back to me, please. I'd really appreciate that. All right. All right, you guys are seeing the Amazon saw Big Red for yourselves, and people going absolutely bonkers. Listen, this thing is going to help you find killer niches and product. It's going to validate your niche quickly. It's going to get you exact keywords for your listings on Amazon. It's going to find you the products on AliExpress with a single click of the button. And the ramification of that, and all you need to do after you've got that all together, Roger, is you're going to list your product on Amazon. Perhaps just share in 20 seconds, what do you mean by this? You're going to list your products on Amazon using the form of the predictive keywords that Big Red is going to churn out for you. And it's going to give it to you on a silver platter. And you literally, from there, you're just going to go and start making sales. Perhaps just describe how difficult is it to list your product once you've got all this information.
Well, you know, Tammy's the expert, and Tammy, maybe you can chime in and just, is it, you know, and I'll let you answer that, but is it hard to get your product listed into, you know, Amazon FBA? Is it extremely hard?
No. So once you've done the hard part here, right? Now you have it in a CSV file. So you literally take the top words and you just build them into your bullet points. You know, this is what you can find about this product. This is, you know, this describes this product. So then it's just, you know, filling out a few bullet points, loading that in your back-end keywords. It's not difficult at all.
Awesome.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's not, you know, this is the hard work. That's what Tammy was telling me. She's like, Roger, you've done like 90% of the work. Getting a bit of product into stock and then testing it out and then growing it, that's the easy part. This is the hard work.
It sure is. Amazing. Just absolutely amazing. So guys, at this point, you just want to prove you've gone through this, you've managed to get the keywords, you're listing it, you now want to prove to yourself that you've hit the big time. How would you do that? You're going to do a little test. You're going to go and order 50, 100 items, whether it's $1 or 20 cents like the examples Roger gave, or $3 to $5, $7 each. And just remember one thing. We don't guess with this. Tammy hits a home run every single time. This Amazon formula is scientific. We're then going to drive some very cheap Amazon PPC traffic, super simple, or even just going to get it to the top of the search engines and let Amazon take over and just see if there are sales. Roger, once you do that little test, you've got your 50, 100 items, it's selling. At that point, it's completely game over. What happens at that point?
Oh yeah, you can start scaling up, sending more and more product to Amazon. Once Amazon sees that you have more stock, they're just going to keep selling and selling. It's a snowball effect. There's a big snowball effect that happens. The feeling's amazing. Like again, it's just crazy. Sales start to slowly come in, day 1, day 2, day 3. Then the sales really start to come in, and it's almost like a snowball effect. People are making millions of dollars with this right now, Barry. It's crazy.
Well, Tammy is, and that's fantastic. Guys, just one quick warning though. Amazon does make changes, so making a ton of money on Amazon super fast isn't difficult. You've got the RF formula, you have Big Red, it's easy. You do need to stay ahead of the game to protect your business, because of course, if we're going to set up an Amazon business, we don't just want to have, you know, build a gold mine which disappears in 6 months. We want to protect our investment, we want to protect our business, and we want it to scale and grow as Amazon changes. Well, Roger and I are delighted that for 100 members, Tammy has agreed not only to train you to get super fast results, but she's also agreed to make sure that you are protected, your business grows and grows and grows exponentially as part of a mastermind as well. And this is Tammy giving back to our community and allowing you guys to not just crush it short-term, but medium and long-term as well. And that's going to allow anyone, any member, even a complete newbie, even someone that's never touched Amazon in their life, to generate gold mines, passive gold mines that could be making you $1,500, $5,000 per month easily, super duper fast. Tammy's example that she just threw together, it's going to make $250,000 over the course of the year. That's what we're talking about. The sales, once you get to the top of Amazon, the beauty is that they can stay there. And this works for every product. You'll be able to do this for products, on complete autopilot, and we're talking about passive income streams. So you've got at your fingertips the Amazon Big Red machine that's going to do all the research for you, give you all the predictive keywords you need to hit front page of Amazon, provide you with the products that sell like hotcakes, the suppliers from AliExpress, Alibaba, with a click of the mouse, combined with Tammy. It's going to provide you $2 million a month worth of hand-holding advice and help to make sure that you can get your products up there quickly, successful, and make sure you stay there and grow your business exponentially. So just to recap, guys, Amazon Big Red is going to help you find killer niches and products. The Big Red does all the validation for you, so you don't have to worry. You now know you've got something huge. You're going to do a small test just to make sure that with your own eyes you can see the sales coming in. At that point, you scale up and you build a business that's one product. You can repeat this as many times as you want. You want to build a business like Tammy, you repeat again and again and again. You're happy with $1,500, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000 a month? That could be a single product. You want more? Get a second product and a third product. And the time for striking for Amazon Gold is right now. It's never been easier. Thanks to Big Red, that does all the research and validation for you. We've leveled the playing surface. In fact, Tammy's leveled the playing surface. Roger just automated the entire process, and you've got her expertise as well. Amazon is growing and investing in its sellers non-stop. It's growing exponentially. Anyone jumping on board right now is set to make a killing, not just short term, but medium and long term as well. The time is now like never before. So guys, give me a big yes in the chat box. If you had the guidance and the hand-holding of a $2 million a month Amazon seller, Tammy, and you had Big Red in your pocket that would search and validate and churn out gold mines for you, that you could not go wrong. What if you were in a small environment with Tammy, making sure, answering your questions, being there to help you if you've got an obstacle, making sure that you just follow through and make this happen? Think about one product on Amazon. Think about just $1,500 to $3,000 a month and what that'll do for you, and then realize that this is a formula that Tammy's used. She just rinsed and repeated again and again and again, and you have the ability to do that as much as you want. Guys are going absolutely crazy. Guys, I'd like to introduce you on behalf of Tammy, Roger, myself, to Azon Gold Rush, the entire system and your complete system for starting and growing your very own Amazon passive income empire. You're getting access to Big Red. That's going to help you find products, validate the products, find you sellers on Alibaba, AliExpress, all with a click of a mouse. You're going to get access to insanely simple hand-holding training from Roger and Tammy, the $2 million a month Amazon genius. You're getting access as well to a 6-month mastermind. So you're not only going to make quick money, but you're also are going to become an Amazon maestro. You don't even need to be a maestro to make a killing. But how nice it'd be for you to understand even more things as you want to grow your business over time. Plus, you're going to be getting access to a simple strategy that's going to allow you to make money with Amazon. We're going to spend more time on that in just a second. Make money with this with Amazon 7 days from today. It's almost an instant ROI. Plus, you can be getting a ton more. You're also getting exclusive interactive training with Roger and Tammy. Now, here's what you're going to be learning. In session 1, you're going to be learning the secrets to finding red, scorching hot niches that are ready to explode. You will leave that session with your niche, with your product. You'll learn how to use Big Red to find massive opportunities in the Amazon space, how to find upcoming products trends before they even happen, so you can be the first in the game and profit wildly so you have no competition. How to know for sure if a product's going to win. You're going to know categorically, scientifically, I've just hit a home run. You'll also find the right suppliers as well, so everything is in place. So by the end of session 1, you will have your initial products in your hand ready to go. You will have the confidence that you're about to hit a home run. Someone asked, I just need a kick up at the backside. I need to know that I can do this, that I will fulfill. By the end of session 1, if you know you've got the right product and you know it's validated and it's in gold, in Big Red, your confidence is going to be there because you know 100% this is going to work. There is nothing more exciting than a feeling you get after session 1 of going to bed at night knowing that you are on the verge of a home run. And that's just session number 1. Session 2, Roger and Tammy are going to share Tammy's Amazon first page ranking secrets. She's going to show you how to use predictive search keywords to build your Amazon listing searches and get them straight to the top of Amazon front page, and we know what the value of that is. I'm going to show you how to use pictures to make images stand out so you get even higher search rankings, how to write descriptions that just send you straight, and because you've got the predictive keywords, it's a walk in the park. We'll show you how to price your products so you can make a fortune on them and beat out the competition at the same time. And you're going to get Tammy's closely guarded secrets of how she turns product listings into passive income cash cows. You'll also learn how to quickly send and pack your products to Amazon for easy integration with their Prime program, FBA. You don't need to fulfill, you don't need to take care of clients. It's all done by Amazon. We show you how to do it. It's a walk in the park. So by the end of session number 2, you're going to be armed with $2 million a month worth of knowledge that no one else out there has about ranking any product, excuse me, to the top of the Amazon search engines. With your product in hand, you'll be ready to launch your test to guarantee yourself a home run. At this point, you're at fever pitch because you know you've got something hot. You're now going to do a little test and you're ready to go and you're ready to see sales come in. Session number 3 is where it just starts to blow out of the stratosphere. You're going to learn simple and dirt cheap PPC secrets for dummies that only the absolute Amazon pros are using. It's so simple. You're going to learn step by step how you can get super cheap PPC Amazon ads that generate your initial windfall of sales. It's for beginners. I don't care if you haven't touched PPC in your life. This is simple. It's not just regular PPC. This is for Amazon. It's simple and it's straightforward. We're going to show you how to use predictive keywords to generate penny clicks, how to get people to click on your ads and get your initial sales windfall down in your pocket. By the end of this session, not only have you now got your product in your hand and everything's in place and you've got your listing at the top of the search engines, you're getting your initial sales. You've got a proof of concept. Once you've got proof of concept, you are unstoppable. And then it's a matter purely of scaling, which is the easiest part of the process. We're then going to show you in session number 4, and this is almost like it's a benefit, but it's not even a prerequisite. We said you can get to the top of the search engines with just a few reviews. But how would you get even more reviews, get more social proof, so you can literally send your search, send your product through the stratospheres? We're going to share with you exactly how you can generate tons of positive reviews very quickly. But again, this is not a prerequisite of getting your product to the top of the search engines and not a prerequisite of making a ton of sales. It is an added thing at the end. It's not the first thing you're going to do. This training is meant for beginners. It's step by step, it's dummy proof, and you're going to get access to Tammy as if this was a $10,000 mastermind. She is here to help 100 of our members absolutely get an unfair advantage, get their products up and running and successful on Amazon super fast, and to scale their business over coming months and years. You're also going to be getting access, as we mentioned today, to the most powerful gold mining tool for Amazon on the planet. Nothing can do what Big Red does in terms of product research and finding what you need, the products you should sell, and the validation to make sure that you're going to hit a home run. It's going to find your niches and products. It's going to validate them for you. It's going to give you the exact predictive keywords you should be using in your listings. It's going to help you find suppliers on AliExpress AliExpress with just a single click of the button. Nothing out there can do remotely what Big Red is able to do for you. You'll be able to get weeks or if not months of work done with just a few clicks. This is the same work that Tammy has spent days and weeks doing. You'll be able to do in seconds. Tammy's been using this now since Roger's built it, and it's getting out of control what she's able to do, as now she's going to be able to scale up what she does with literally hundredth of the amount of work that she otherwise would have to do. Plus, you're getting way over $5,000 of bonuses. Look at this, guys. Bonus number 1. Who'd like to pay for this course that you're about to be able to join within 7 to 14 days of joining us? This is crazy. It's for those people who want to join us and will be joining us today. It basically practically guarantees that when you join today, it's an investment that gets paid back almost immediately. Roger and Tammy perhaps describe what we mean by Tammy's Amazon arbitrage secrets and how this literally can pay off your tuition, in 7 days flat.
There we go. Let's get Tammy on the line. She'll explain this better, but this is something that blows me away. Tammy has a lot of fun with doing this, by the way. Tammy, are you still on the line?
I am. This is actually the most fun part, and it makes me sort of the crazy mom running around town all the time, but I'm so addicted to Amazon. Amazon has a little scanning app, and you can literally go to stores, scan anything that's in your house. Once you know the secret to finding what people are looking for, so you use Big Red, you figure out what people are searching, and then you go to the store and find it. I mean, and you list it on Amazon. So there you have. I just want to answer one question that I get all the time, because this tends to be the biggest thing that people ask. Well, if someone can find that product at Target, for example, why would you list it on Amazon? Why would someone pay 3 times the price on Amazon or twice the price on Amazon? You have to realize that Amazon buyers are remote. I owned a log cabin once up in a remote area, and I remember that it would take me 3 hours out of the day to go to the nearest Target to get something. I would rather order that thing on Amazon and get it in a day or two than spend 3 hours in my day. And I would gladly pay a little more than I could get it at the local Target. So that's the reason that it's so successful in doing this, and so needed across the country. So we're just capitalizing on delivering what people need.
So basically,
yes, sir.
The big idea is very similar. I just want to give you an example. Let's say, K-cups that go into the coffee maker. So you do some research, you find out people are buying these like crazy. You're at the store, you see there's a huge liquidation sale going on. They're 50% off, 60% off. I've seen this all the time. You scan it, and it tells you, hey, this is what they're selling for. Let's say it's $9 a case, and you can get them for $3. And they have 150 cases there. You could buy all of those, send them over to Amazon, and they will fly off the shelf, and you'll double your money overnight. So Tammy is going to share with you what she's been doing to passively make $5,000, $7,000 a month just by doing this arbitrage technique. And I was blown away by this when she showed it to me. So this will help you guys pay for this tuition very quickly.
And this is just like an additional benefit, guys. This is just anyone that's going to about to join us. And guys, we've got 998 people here. We had someone had to use the facilities, Roger. He had to go. And by the way, he just joined. Apart from that, this is just a benefit just for you to make money straight away. That's not even the main part of this program. That's just an additional benefit. Anyway, this formula will generate fast cash for anyone using it. It's going to allow you to pay for this course within 7 to 14 days cold. That's just bonus number 1. Bonus number 2, we're going to show you how to drive tons of reviews and sales by using Facebook ads. Facebook, Amazon marketing secrets will be revealed by Roger.
Barry?
How to make sure that yes, Roger.
I think your screen is frozen, or you hadn't played it. Yeah.
I think it's just it's not. Mine is. I'm actually moving, and I'm not paused or anything.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, people are going crazy here, and we've only got 100 seats. Okay. And Roger's going to share with you how to make every review is verified and true. It's so easy to do, guys. It's just another bonus. Just to recap then, you're getting access to Amazon Gold Finder software, Big Red, 4,995. It's the game-changing software. Exclusive training with Tammy and Roger on how to explode your Amazon business almost overnight. You're getting access to Facebook, Amazon marketing secrets, and Azon arbitrage instant cash crash course. Overall, it's over $12,000 of value. But we haven't stopped there, guys. There is 100 seats a day. And the first 100 people that join today will get access to Tammy's Azon monthly mastermind training. No one has their pulse on the Amazon machine like Tammy. She's working on it full time. You'll be getting insider secrets that will have you winning at the Amazon game non-stop. Every month, Tammy will be dropping gold nuggets. We'll be sharing the size of Easter eggs that allow you to explode your Amazon sales and allow you to stay ahead of the game. You can make a fortune with this program very quickly with Amazon. But this mastermind makes sure that you can protect and continue to grow your business medium and long term as well. And here is, I'm sorry to use that term, Roger, I didn't have a better one, the mother of all bonuses, Tammy's, and this is going to send this through the roof, by the way, and this is only on today's webinar, and only 100 members only, Tammy's Partner to Profits business system. What does that mean? This is your chance to team up with a $2 million a month Amazon winner. Bring Tammy a product that fits the formula. She'll evaluate it, and if she loves it, and she's going to be very quick at loving it, she has a heart of gold and cannot wait to team up with our members. Tammy, perhaps just chime in for a second. The ability to be able to chime in, to be able to team up with members and work together. Of course, they see the value, but I think it's just an amazing thing that you're doing, allowing our members to be incredibly successful. Everyone's going to make money in the process. You make money, they make money. It's just going to be a heck of a lot of fun, isn't it?
You know, I love Amazon so much. It's such an easy platform, and I've been a struggling marketer in my life, and I love what you guys have done over the years. And there's nothing more than I would love to give back to the community and help anyone that I can, just get over that hump, you know, and start making the money that they know they can, or I know they can. On this platform, I'm telling you, if you've tried anything else and have failed, this is your cash cow. This is the time. This is now. It is a limited opportunity, I have to say, because honestly, I would be competing against myself if I took, or yourself, if I took on a product in a certain category. You know, that's the only one I will work on in that specific subcategory at a time, because I wouldn't want to put anyone at a disadvantage by competing against someone else I was advising at the same time. So that's the only discount there. But I absolutely am so excited to help whomever I can, you know, get their first boost of confidence online, if that's what it is, or just get to the next level, because really the time is now. On Amazon, I don't know if you've seen the recent Forbes article, but most millionaires, the top 5 millionaires in the country now, are being made through the Amazon platform.
Through Amazon, wow. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, guys, this is just insane. Just to recap, you're getting access on the Big Red system, exclusive training, Facebook, Amazon marketing secrets, arbitrage secrets, monthly mastermind with Tammy. That should be alone be sold for $5,000. Tammy's partnership program, one-on-one, over $27,977 in value. We are doing something ridiculous. Remember, 100 seats available for the mastermind, 100 seats available for the partnering program, one-on-one with Tammy. You've got two choices. You can join at $697 for the gold version. There you get access to the exclusive Amazon training and the Azon arbitrage instant cash crash course. You can use this system, go crazy with the training, and start making money just like Tammy has, manually. If you want to go automated, you want to go platinum, because you go platinum for just $997, you're getting the Big Red Amazon Gold Finder together with the training, together with the Facebook secrets, the Azon arbitrage instant cash crash course. You're getting monthly mastermind with Tammy that's got an insane value, and you can team up and partner with Tammy one-on-one. This will go absolutely very quickly today. You've got a lifetime guarantee, not just 30, 60, 90, 120 days. I don't get even a year. Lifetime guarantee. What do I mean by that? You just show us. If you're not getting results, show us what you've done. If you haven't got a result, we'd be happy to refund you. Just telling you in advance, the chances of you using that guarantee are extremely limited, because once you dive into the training, you take action and you start getting results, you're not going to want to use it. But just for peace of mind, you've got a lifetime guarantee. There is no reason, other than a lack of spots available, for you not to take action today. Here is the link, guys, and please support if you put this into the chat box. AzonGoldRush.com. AzonGoldRush.com. 100 seats available for the mastermind and to team up with Tammy. Only available on this webinar. AzonGoldRush.com. I'm going to be answering your questions, but guys, I can say, by the way, Tim Roger had to use the facilities and beg me for the link. He's already joined about 6 minutes ago.
Just saw that. Yep.
People have to run joined. I need to get the names from Ron at some point. Guys, as soon as you join, please write in the chat box, I'm in. I mean, I'm going to go through some crazy other stuff as well in just a minute, Roger, but what are your comments as people are joining left, right, and center?
It's incredible. I mean, this is going to sell out 100%. We've done many of these before. We've got well over 900 and some people here on our first webinar. People are excited. People are blown away. We've given more value today than most courses out there for $5,000 have given. So the fact that, you know,
that Tammy is going to take you to the next level. What I mean by that is, okay, step by step, when you find your product. Again, when I started to work with Tammy, I didn't know what was the next step. Okay, how many products do you need? Okay, how do we get reviews? Okay, how do we actually send the products off? How do we, set up our labeling? How do we go into the back office? How do we do everything? So that is the value that you're going to be getting here. Tammy is going to go step by step and teach you how to get into Amazon, how to get your products in there, and how to start selling them. So how do you set up those listings for SEO? How do you set up, your simple, Amazon PPC campaign so that you pay, 15, 20, 30 cents a click and you get tons of money back, from that. So how do you do that? That's what you're going to learn in a step-by-step manner. And Barry, they're flying in. Timothy is in. Sebastien, you're in. Randolph, you're in. Jonathan Wichman, you're in. Robert Shenfield, you're in. Diana, you're in. Barbara, you're in. Kale, you're in. Greg, you're in. Cassie Stein, you're in. Ethan Allen, you're in. Deborah LeBlanc, you're in.
David Myers.
Peter Chitowski, you're in. Kent, Jonathan, how do you say? Mikhail, Dawn, Cynthia, Gustavo. Guys, every time I refresh, I see 4, 5, 6 more sales. So this is going to go fast. We already sold 28 seats in the first 5 minutes or so.
6 minutes, yeah. Well, David Myers is in. Solomon Pavel is in. I can see that Woods is trying to join. Randolph is in. Jonathan, you're in. You are safe. This is going bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. All right, let's just go through. Okay, if you are having a problem joining, you need to do this super duper fast, okay? You need to go to Save Big Red. If you want to be saved by Big Red, you want to be hunting for Amazon Gold, you've got a problem. You're having an issue, you're trying to join, there's an issue, whatever it is, go to Save Big Red. SaveBigRed.com straight away. We've set aside 12 seats for Platinum because we know that some people need to speak to their spouses, they need to maybe wait a day in order to be able to join. They've got some sort of billing issue, some issue, whatever it might be. There are 12 seats available going on a first come, first serve basis. Guys, you need to go there right now. Save Big Red if you haven't yet already joined.
Barry?
If you have already joined, or you'll want to join, it's azongoldrush.com. Roger, update.
They are flying in. I just refreshed here. Larry, you're in. Jay Gupta, you're in. KT Wong, you're in. Paul Arbic, you're in. Keith Schaefer, you're in. Kellyanne, you're in. Marvin Olds, you're in. Marcy, you're in. Brian Williams, you're in. Mary Kay, Allen, you're in. Daniel Garrod, you're in. Roger Porter, you're in. Let me do a refresh of probably 15 more spots here. Holy smokes. Jeff, you're in. Robert McKee, Fabian Henderson, Eric Lariche, that's French. He must be from around my town. Cal Many, you're in. Guys, every time I refresh, there's 5 or 10 people that are joining, every 30 seconds. So this is going to sell out. There's a people or two that are asking for a 3-pay.
There's no doubt about it.
I don't think we'll be able to offer. We'll see at the end here, but right now it seems like this is going to sell out. So the time is now. Listen, you're going to be working with one of the best experts out there by far. She's underground. It's all she does. She has never done a training session like this. She's just kept all this stuff to herself. And once Tammy started helping me, I was like, Tammy, we need to help our community. And she says, there's no way I would do this to the mass market. I said, no, but let us do this for 100 members. Just help a couple of our members find success with Amazon. And I don't know why, but she actually agreed to do it. So this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, full money-back guarantee, A to Z on Amazon. So how do we start? How do we find the products? How do we use Big Red? How do we list the products? How do we get them on the Amazon PPC? How do we get reviews? How do we start driving more traffic to our new listings from Facebook so that Amazon says, whoa, 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 wait a minute here. These guys are getting a ton of traffic, a ton of sales. We're going to start ranking them very, very quickly. You're also getting access to the masterminds where Tammy's going to come on calls every single month and say, okay, here's what's working for us. Here's what's not working for us. Tammy has also agreed to talk about hot products, hot things that people can start selling. There's a lot that we can do with this program. So hurry up, guys. I just refreshed. Susan, you're safe. Sridhar, you're safe. David Myers, you're safe. Bruce, Jadolo, you're safe. Indra, you're safe. Holly Helder, you're safe. William Roberts, Edward Bush, Tina, you're safe. Simon Ambrose, you're safe. Guys, these are going fast. These are going
Absolutely.
very fast.
Roger, let's answer some questions because people are joining and we may not be able to answer some basic questions here before we even max out. So let's just try and put our foot on the gas with your permission.
Yeah.
This is insane. But just first question before that, Tammy, if I can just bring you onto the line, just share with people your enthusiasm, what it means to you. We're going to bring in 100 members into this. For you to be able to hold 100 members' hands, get them over that initial hurdle. I know when you started out in your business, you also had struggles at the beginning. To be able to give back to the community and help people that are good people, people that have the potential for marketing, maybe have had obstacles in the past or been learning old news that is no longer relevant, and just feel a little bit upset about that and just want to get it done once and for all. What would it mean for you to be able to hold their hands and get them past that finishing hurdle on a personal level?
Yeah, you know what? Thank you so much for allowing me to share that sentiment because it really is close to my heart. I've been a single mom for part of my life. I know the struggle. I've done the 9 to 5, and how do we make ends meet? And it always seems to be an increasing number that we have to meet each month, right? And once you just are able to have some initial success on a platform, but internet marketing kind of hard to figure out. I mean, there's so much changes, and if you're not on top of it all the time, you're just as Barry and Roger explained in the beginning of this webinar, you're not on top of it. You're old news, and your old tactics don't work. But Amazon is something that is newbie friendly. It really is. With these tools.
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
With the tool with Big Red, for example, it's so easy, honestly. You're finding out what people want. We are delivering that to people. I mean, that's sales 101, right? And then you have a platform with millions of credit cards on file with a one-click button. That's huge conversion. So they do all the work for you. It is unbelievable. It's easy, and I can't tell you how much this has done for my confidence and the skill set too. I mean, once you learn what we're about to teach you over the course of this time together, there's no end to what you can do with it. People, like I said, once you start seeing success here, not only for yourself, but many other people want to know what you're doing and how you're doing it, and now is the time to do it. So,
wonderful.
You could do anything with it, yeah.
It really is absolutely unbelievable, and what you're prepared to give these members. Yeah, Roger, what's the update?
Quick update. This is getting out of hand. John, you are safe. Brian Tran, you're safe. Joyce, you're safe. Sandeep, you're safe. Nitin, you're safe. Gilbert, you're safe. Minna, you're safe. Eric Hardwick, you're safe. Ginger, you're safe. David Glass, you're safe. Brent Markin, you're safe. Guys, this is like the time is now. We are going to 100% sell out on this webinar. It is absolutely nuts. Every time I refresh, a new sale comes in, a new member has joined. So Eric, you're safe. Steve, Joe, you're safe as well. One of the questions that people had, Barry, is can people do this outside of the U.S.? And Tammy, maybe you can talk about this. So let's say, like, I'm in Canada, and you're helping me a lot, and I'm not. We're selling to the U.S., but I'm in Canada. So can you explain that to people a little bit?
Absolutely, it's world friendly. It goes two ways actually. If you're in the U.S., Amazon allows you, or anywhere in the world, to sell globally and internationally. So they have a wonderful, amazing distribution system called Fulfillment by Amazon, and they allow you to ship anywhere in the world. So once you list your product, it can literally reach the world. That's number one. Number two, if you're outside of the U.S., yes, it's very easy to set up an account. All you need to do, there's just a different way to get paid, right? So we just help you set that up, and it's very simple. And all of the methods are the same, so it's just getting paid a different way. That's all.
Right. And I'm not in the U.S., but they have fulfillment centers throughout the U.S., so you can send in your products, and then they start fulfilling them. Tammy, the other question that we see here is, do you have to put up a lot of risk to test out a product? So you and I were looking at the other day some kind of a jump rope, and we were like, you know what, this could be good. And we talked about the risk of getting into that market. It's not, it's not crazy risk. I think the jump rope was like $4. We'd probably order 50 or 60 just to test it out. So tell people about the risk, if any, and how many products they need to test out.
What's wonderful about Amazon is that you can test out almost anything, and really to what your budget allows. So
right.
You could, test a market with 10 or 20 products if you want. You could test a market with 100 or 1,000. It really depends on your bankroll, and through the course we'll help you to take a look at other risk factors to make you feel more comfortable about your decision on your specific product. But honestly, if you follow the 3 guidelines we've laid out here, and you just act quickly and do the easy 3 steps that we teach you, it's pretty risk-free. That 5% rule, that's why we made that rule. It's selling, it's popular. Excuse me, sorry.
Perfect.
So it's a proven model.
Okay, let's talk about the second question that people have, and here's what I want you guys to think of. Listen, we're giving you a money-back guarantee to everyone who purchases here today, and we're going to share with you an arbitrage system that Tammy uses. There's a special application that she'll explain to you how to use, where you could literally, guys, spend an hour in your Target, your Walmart, your Home Hardware, and you find these deals, and you can scan, and if it meets the special algorithm, formula that Tammy is going to talk about, you'll know right away if you can buy, 20 of these, and you can resell them for 2 or 3 times the amount you've paid almost overnight. So, guys, we're going to share with you, and here's the cool thing: when you purchase this, this course from us, the first thing that we're going to do, Tammy is going to share with you that arbitrage technique, so that you can run out right away. Go to your local store, start scanning some items, and start making money right away. That's what we're going to teach you. Tammy, tell us a little bit of how you do that, what they're going to learn. We want you guys to be out of the gate and start selling. So tell us a little bit about that training session, what you have in store for us, Tammy.
It's so wonderfully easy and actually fun. And in fact, when I started doing this, it was annoying to my family because I was running around scanning everything, because it's like finding gold everywhere. Everywhere I would go, I would scan something, and once you start doing it, you get really good at it. If maybe you're passionate about cooking, or you're passionate about kitchen items. My husband always says, I've got too many kitchen gadgets. Where do you put these things? I love kitchen gadgets. I know what sells. I know what's exciting. So you get really good in the category, and you learn what people are looking for. Toys is another good one. Think about that. Q4 is coming up.
Big market, eh?
So we talk about different things to look for, different trends. I have a 4-year-old daughter, and I just kind of listen to what she talks about. Lately it's been Shopkins. Like, Shopkins are hot. So we share all of those things, all of those hot topics, trending items, where to find items, what you should look for. Really, it's super easy and so much fun. And from A to Z, it's great.
Awesome.
Guys, I'm really sorry to interrupt the two of you there, but we've got like 82 spots that have gone, and people are clamoring here for a 3-pay, and I got support that's bombarding me. What the heck do we do? What do we do? What we do? So, Roger, with your permission, I have set a slide up. We weren't sure we can use it or not. I recommend we do. Simply Support are going to fire me if I don't allow us to do that, because people are going crazy. Do you mind if I just do that right away?
Let's do it on a first-come basis, guys. But who wants a 3-pay? Write down 3-pay in the chat box if you're serious and you want to grab a 3-pay. Not, oh, I think I might want one. No, if you are going to grab a 3-pay, write 3-pay in the chat box.
Your dog is, by the sounds of it. Look at that. All right, guys. We got an issue here because this is something we programmed in. We weren't sure we were even going to do it at all. Let me get you a link. But all I can tell you is that you need to be fast. Okay, guys, get ready. All right, here we go, guys. Here is the link. It is multi-Azon. Support, if you can put that into the chat box on my behalf, please. It is multi-Azon, M-U-L-T-I, Azon, A-Z-A-Z-O-N.com, multiazon.com. All right, guys, multi-Azon. As soon as you join, please write the word 3pay in. 3pay in. We have 10 seats. They're available for this. It's for Platinum. You get access to all bonuses, but it is a first come, first served basis. As soon as you join, write the words 3pay in so that we know that you have joined. Roger, I mean, literally, with the arbitrage training coming up, coming in at 3pay, if people haven't joined right now, it's just a joke. The ability for you to be able to come in, make money with this very, very quickly is the opportunity is right there, Roger.
Oh gosh, you'll make the money back from your first payments, probably with your first trip to your local store once you see what Tammy is about to share with you. If you're not grabbing this and you're still on this webinar, it's just mind-boggling to me, because again, full money back guarantee, plus we're going to share with you a quick money generating strategy in a couple of days. And again, that first payment, guys, go spend an hour or two at your local store and use Tammy's secrets. There's no way you can't hit a home run with that. So absolutely, you need to absolutely get these last few couple of spots. They will go very quickly. The last couple of people to join: Carl Volkman, you're in. Randy Clark, Gwandi George, Yogesh, sorry about that. Walter, you're in. Amit, Hassan, Jay, Steve, Eric, John, Brian, Joy, Sandeep, Gilbert, you're in. Mano, you're in. Eric, you're in. David, you're in. Guys, we're not far from selling out here, so we won't be able to do a 3pay for very long. This is for just a few number of you guys that want a 3pay link. So get in here right now. Again, that first payment, you're literally going to go maybe spend an hour or two just scanning items and finding them, and then we're going to show you how to quickly list them on Amazon and get them out the door with great profit. So guys, join us. And people are saying, I'm in on 3pay, I'm in. That's awesome. Good stuff.
Roger, let's just do some quick fire question. Guys, you've got the links in front of you. If support, you can put the 3 links. If you want to join OnePay, save a couple $100, it's Azon Gold Rush, azongoldrush.com. If you're having a problem joining, I understand that Gary's already starting to speak to people. He says he's already spoken to 5 people, and 4 people have already joined. The next person's joining tomorrow, which means there's only 7 spots available. That's going to go on a first-come, first-served basis. Please be by your phone. Go to savebigred.com, savebigred.com. If you want to join at 3pay, there's a couple of spots left at multiazon.com, multiazon.com. Let's do some quick-fire questions, Roger and Tammy, because people got good questions. If you've got a question, please ask the question right now. So I'm just going to fire away, Roger. Number 1, Roger, who can do this? Describe. Who's a suitable candidate for this? Who is making a mistake by joining? Who should stay clear of Amazon?
Tammy, do you want to answer this one?
Sure. I think the best way to answer that is sort of repeating what I just said. I am not a techie person. I've been in, trying to succeed on the internet over some years without success in many arenas. I really feel that Amazon has made it the easiest I've ever seen. This is the lowest entry barrier you will ever see to finding immediate success online. Now, way back in the day, I was an eBay seller. I've done a lot of things. I'm telling you, with the amount of people that are on this platform, it is quite foolproof. If you just get the product to Amazon, someone is going to buy it. It's that easy, and they pay like clockwork. It just hits your bank. I've never experienced anything like it. It's wonderful. There's nothing more I would love to share is that experience. you know, and that confidence and that just freedom that you gain from that.
You know, Tammy was helping me, and I am telling you guys, give me Shopify, give me a Facebook account, put me anywhere on this planet, I'll make money all day long, anytime. Give me an Amazon account before meeting Tammy. I didn't even know how to sign up for an Amazon merchant, like a reseller's account. I didn't even know where to go to set up a product, or where to send the product, or how to set it up, guys. So I'll be honest, I just knew nothing about it. I really sucked at Amazon. And it's not every day that you'll hear Roger D saying this about anything that's online marketing, because I'm a pretty smart cookie. But again, the way that Tammy put this together for me, it just makes sense. It's simple. There's a step-by-step way. There's a checklist that you'll be able to use and just go step by step. Does it meet these 3 things? Yes. Can we get it there? Yes. How do we get into that category? Check mark. Tammy got me in a category in less than like literally 3 minutes. Got approved. Boom, send the product in, start to sell the product. So again, I'm a really smart cookie for online marketing stuff. I was scared. I don't know why, but Amazon just, I don't know, something scared me about that. I can tell you right now, an absolute newbie can do this. We're going to make sure that you guys go step by step and know exactly how to get those products into Amazon and selling. I think that the reason why this is such a big opportunity right now is they have way more buyers than they do hot sellers. And it's kind of like they've reinvested so much of their infrastructure and the revenue that they're generating to grow, that they're still in that massive growth phase. So they do, all of the remarketing for you guys, the advertising, they literally do it all. So Barry, I think this is a great opportunity for anyone.
It sure is. I would just say, guys, who this is not for, I just want to give the other side of the coin. If you are stubborn, you've learned how to do Amazon in the past, and you're going to sit there and say, but I learned something else, and you're not the type of person that understands that Amazon changes, and this is someone that's doing it right now. This is not some sort of guru that's sitting there that's just flogging information. This is a person that's making $2 million a month right now. You saw her statistics during the course of the presentation. That's doing it right now because it's working right now. If you're stubborn and you're not keen to learn new things, you want to just do what you're doing in the past, this is not for you. You'll go nuts. If you are willing to listen and follow, it is simple, and you feel that you are trainable, a little bit of humility, just a touch of it is important for this, Roger, because if you don't have that, you're going to start arguing. Where I learned you need 500 reviews. I'm not even going to touch anything that Tammy says until I go out and get 500 reviews and waste months trying to do that. Then it's not for you. That's the first type of person who this is not for. Secondly, if you don't see the value of this, and you're going to shelve this, and you're not going to join us for the sessions, or at least the recordings that of course you're going to get, or you're not going to be part of the mastermind and interact, and when you have amazing success, you're not the kind of person that would like to share that with other people. You sort of like just want to share it with yourself and just take. It's not for you either. This is really meant for people that see the opportunity, are dying to be part of a community with Tammy, would love to be able to team up with a maestro like Tammy that's got a heart of gold, that wants to help our members, and let's face it, she's going to make an absolute killing because you will make an absolute killing. That's the beauty of this, guys. It's not philanthropy. This is teaming up partnership where you win, she wins, everyone wins, and all happy soldiers. That's the kind of people that are going to do very well with this. Okay, next question. And I can see, Roger, we've got 2 spots left for the 3, but I don't know how many on the one page you can find out for me, but I can see.
We're down to 6 spots, guys, and 2 are for 3 pay. So it's kind of now or never, especially for the bonuses, guys. You're getting over, $20,000 worth of bonuses, the mastermind, plus getting the chance to. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to find a product, and if you think it's a home run, if you think it's something that you could sell a lot of and you need expert help, you're going to be able to send a quick message to Tammy. She'll be able to take a quick look at it, and if she sees it as a massive opportunity, she's going to team up with you and help you put everything in place that you can really massively scale this and grow this. So a huge opportunity for just people who joined today. So if you're on the fence, full money back guarantee. We start the fast cash training on how to use Amazon arbitrage, and then we're having our next training session a little bit later on that week. So guys, get in now. Now is the time. And I see that a couple of people have joined. Let me give you guys a quick update to the last few people who've joined. Mary is in, Art is in, Ellen is in, Peter is in. You guys are the last couple of people to join us here.
Okay, guys, if you're on the fence, Roger says there's a few spots at 1 pay, there's only 2 spots at 3 pay. If you're on the fence, you've got a question. It is if you don't answer this question, I cannot join. Ask that question now. I'm sorry it's taken us so long to get there, but there is 1,000 people on this webinar today. It's been going absolutely insane. If you've got a question, ask the question right now. Okay, Leon, I'll take a look just a bit later on. Okay, Jade, my recommendation. Go to savebigred.com, Jade Campbell, savebigred.com, and fill in that form. That is your key. Okay? Next question. Yes, if you get Save Big Red, we've set that aside. We presume those seats will go. We've presumed anyone that's on that list of Save Big Red, that those seats will go, because we've got so many forms. Perhaps Gary can tell me how many forms are being filled out. We've got a lot of forms that are being filled out. That will be sold out, and you will be getting all bonuses. Absolutely. Okay, great question from Sandy. Big Red, Roger, is it going to be updated as Amazon changes? And that's something that we're adamant about, because this is, Big Red is the machine, not just for now, but for the middle and long term as well. Perhaps to share, when there are changes in the algorithm, when we do see those things, how the team is ready to make those changes within Big Red.
Yeah, listen, guys. One of the big things that Tammy, when I started working with Tammy, she says, "Gosh, if we could just spend all of this, time, energy, and the money to create this, I want to make sure that it gets updated, and if there are changes, that we keep changing things, and that it's not a static system." So, 100%. We are going to be working on this, bringing new features. We got some really cool stuff that we want to bring to this software and growing it. So this is phase 1. It's the powerful phase, but we've got much more where that came from. So yes, 100%. And Tammy, has been using the software ever since, and she wants to keep it up to date as well. So yes, we absolutely will. Good question.
I'll be in there. I'll be in there pushing for new features. Sure.
It's awesome.
Okay, great question coming in, Tammy. Someone is a newbie. They've got questions. They're going to be asking you questions. What is your appetite for helping people with what they consider to be annoying, simple questions? What is your appetite to help people that feel, oh, I'm embarrassed to ask a question? Are you agreed? Like our team is completely agreed that no question is taboo. No student should be left behind. The only student that will be left behind is one that is stuck, that is not going to be asking the question. So, Tammy, perhaps you could just reflect. I know this is the one prerequisite that we had before we went live with this program, is that you would be there helping people. No questions are taboo, and that we're going to help people over that finishing line. What is your appetite for that?
You're certainly right, and you definitely did require that before I came on board with you guys. I do love helping people. I'm telling you, I love helping people, and I've been in tight spots before, and I've been in groups before where I was sort of afraid to ask a question, and I thought, well, I'm going to seem kind of silly to everyone else. This is not rocket science, but there are big questions because it's Amazon. So sometimes Amazon, has people talk about rules out there, and it's really not that hard, guys. But any little thing, I am so happy to help. I'm very available, and just happy to help answer anything. I know sometimes it just seems like a cloud of just too much information out there sometimes, and it's confusing. So just ask me, and I'll tell you where it's at now. I'm very direct. This is what we're doing now. This is what's working now. This is what the latest I've heard. I have a direct connection to Amazon. I go to Seattle. I actually go to the Amazon offices, and I find out what's going on before many of the masses know. So I'll tell you, I'll tell you what's what. Absolutely.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome, Roger. I've got a real personal question for you, and try and answer this as objectively, you know, because there's a lot of good stuff out there. You know, we don't claim to be the be-all and end-all and have every solution of everything. Tammy happens to when it comes to Amazon. But I'm just going to ask you a question, if you can answer this as honestly as you possibly can. What do members do with old Amazon classes or programs that they bought, and maybe they've invested? And I think this is the biggest issue that, you know, I had when I spent a lot of money on a certain course, of that PPC course that was teaching me old news. But because I spent so much money, I stuck to it like glue for months, and it wasted my life away almost. What do you do with Amazon classes, Roger, and courses people are asking that, you know, maybe they now realize it's old news? What do you do with them?
It's kind of hard to let go. You know, I know, you know, right? Here's something I want to ask. Right? 5K in the chat box if you've bought a $5,000 Amazon course, and you know the one we're talking about. I'm not here to name names, but you know, write 5K in the chat box, and I can't see the chat box because it's frozen for me. Can you tell me if anyone's? I know there must be a ton of members that bought this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
Okay, so unfortunately, you know, when they launch a course like that, it's really good for the first couple of months, and then it just kind of dies down because there's no, you know, continuous strategy. There's no continual strategy, and the strategies that they taught were not very. How can you say that? They're not very ethical. They're, you know, the whole grab, you know, 400 reviews and give all the products away and, you know, beg your mom and dad and brother to buy the product from you and like all this kind of stuff. It's not ethical. Will we show you how to give coupons and get reviews? Yes, we will. But it's not in an unethical way where you're begging your family and your, you know, people that you know to leave you reviews and stuff like that. Amazon you know, they're a smart cookie. They generate hundreds of billions of dollars in sales. They've got a massive programming team. They know when you're screwing around, and I think that's where that algorithm changed. They said, you know what? That's it. We want more than just, you know, reviews. We want more than just that. We want, you know, we want to see products sell. We want to see a seller rating. We want to be able to see high quality products. So there's a big shift happening right now. So if you have some of those old rubbish courses, you're going to want to either you know, set them on fire, you know, throw them in a cupboard somewhere and learn the fresh new strategies. I've been blown away. You know, it takes a lot to make Roger D kind of blush when someone's teaching him something he just
I've noticed
blown away with. And the stuff that I've learned in the last 3 months with Tammy, it's just mind-boggling. And the fact that we were able as a team, that's what I'm proudest, very proud of this. Tammy and I have been working together, multiple calls with the programmer. The fact that I was able to take everything out of, you know, Tammy's amazing brain when it comes to Amazon and put it into a software that says, here, okay, here, you can't go wrong. This is it. That's the thing that I'm proudest of, being able to do that and then giving that to our members. So I'm really excited by this.
Roger.
Yeah,
Roger, we're going to have to close this at some point. We over the numbers. We did set aside 30 spots for all the encores and replays. We're not going to be able to do probably all the encores. We probably won't have a replay. People are eating into that now. So I just want to let you know. So guys, when we say we're done, we're done. We're now in extra time here. And what's happening is, as a result of this webinar, we're going to have to reduce one of the encores, perhaps not even do encore. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll discuss it a little bit later on. So this has just gone absolutely berserk. But if you've got a absolutely mega question, we are going to have to close this in a second because it's unfair for people that are locked out. I'm hearing from the team, Roger, we had over 700 people locked out. That's why we got that. This is maxed out 700 times. I've never seen anything like this. I don't think any of our partners have ever seen anything like this. This has been insane.
That's crazy.
700 people locked out. So as courtesy to them, there will be an encore. However, numbers, if there's some seats available, it's going to be vastly reduced because some of you guys are eating into those. And there's still a couple of people that are right now buying. So it's just been absolutely insane, Roger. You guys there?
There we go. I'm just having issues with GoToWebinar.
I'm having issues with everything. You know, guys,
Barry,
you know,
I'm talking to Ron. Are we able to? I know we're over the numbers, but I see people are still trying to join. Can we do 5 more spots, then we'll close it up? Because I know there's a
yeah.
ton of people trying to join still. I know we went over the numbers a little bit, but
I'm just saying I spoke to Ron before, and I've been telling him maybe if you didn't see my
right,
message, just kept it
right.
going and it's going to eat into the encores, etc. I don't mind. We can do a couple of more minutes, Roger. Those seats were going. We've got to close this because it's unfair, obviously, to people that are going to be lined up for the encores. They missed out. So yes, the answer is yes. We can do it for a couple more minutes, guys. This is it then. And Roger, you're going in and out like a yo-yo at the moment. If you want to be part of this, the time is now. There's going to be a reduced number of seats available as a result of people joining right now on this webinar. We're allowing 5 more on this webinar. We're going to close it down until the encore. So guys, if you want to join, the time is now. There are 3 links available to you, which you need to go to. Here are the 3 links. If you want to join at OnePay, save a few $100s. You go to azongoldrush.com. azongoldrush.com. If you'd love to join, you've got an issue of some kind, savebigred.com. savebigred.com. Gary tells me that he's almost past the 12 seats. You need to do this immediately. He'll honor if you fill in that form right now, do it right now. And multi-Azon for the 3-pay, multi-Azon for the 3-pay. Roger, are you back with us? I think your microphone's doing a wonky again. Looks like, Tammy, are you still there, or am I talking to myself at this point?
I'm here. I had to call in. I got bumped off too, so it's been a wonky webinar. Yeah.
It's absolutely very, very wonky, and it's always better that way when Roger shuts up for a minute. In fact, it's bliss. It's bliss. Roger can only listen and can't talk. It's fantastic. But, you know, Tammy, perhaps you could just encapsulate as we just close this up right now. For anyone that has been on the fence, that hasn't been sure for the last, whatever it is that we've opened this up, perhaps you can just encapsulate in 30 seconds, you know, why someone that's on the fence perhaps should join, or if they're on the fence, maybe they shouldn't join, if you can.
I'm back. Sorry about
Absolutely.
that.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
I would like to just express that Amazon really allows an opportunity for almost every appetite. So people are different, right? So some people get into internet marketing and they want to just not talk to anyone and do affiliate sales, or you know, I don't know about products, or I just want to sit behind my computer. Amazon allows you to do that. They have the entire infrastructure ready for you. All you have to do is get the product from A to B. Some people do this from online and never touch a product at all, and we can teach you how to do that. You know, other people really want to work with other people, and you know, like myself, I love to help people, so I love consulting on this. And let me tell you, even huge brands really don't know what we're teaching here today. And you can look like a genius by learning some of these steps. And talk about, you know, hiring power. I mean, you by learning these items that we're going to teach you, and you know, take your hand and walk you through, and with the power of the automated software, I mean, you're head and shoulders above where anyone else would be. So it appeals to that market. If you love shopping and you're in a store and you can scan things and find gold all day long. So you can just be a, you know, stay-at-home mom or dad, and when you go grocery shopping or you go to, you know, Costco and you find some awesome new yummy food, I do that all the time. I scan it, I throw it in a box, I send it over to FBA, and you know, the thing sells, and I triple my money. I mean, it's so much fun. I can't tell you, and it really does appeal to so many different people. So this is a skill that you can learn and take and apply to many different, you know, models, and make money and just have the freedom that you want, that all of us crave. So that's
what's amazing here. You know, sorry, Tammy, just cut out for me. I'm sorry you cut it into the end of your sentence there. I just have to say, Tammy, that we have someone, I won't mention his name. At this point, you've made him cry in tears of happiness. He was always been trying to figure out the code for Amazon. Has spent a ton of time, energy, and unfortunately money, and has realized the thing that Roger realized. And thank goodness for you, Roger. It only took you about 6 weeks to figure out that you were just testing out the wrong type of information or stuff that was no longer relevant. But we have someone here that is crying with tears, realizing the mistakes that he's been making, and has, during the course of this training, whether, people join or not join the program, has just realized what the issue has been, and it's not him. And that, by the way, Roger, is a huge feeling people have. You thought for about 6 weeks that the issue was with you. You thought that you'd lost your touch when it came to e-commerce, at least with Amazon. You figured out that it wasn't you. It was the system that you are using. And for me, that is the biggest eye-opener I'm seeing on this training today. People actually realizing that those who have tried this for a long time, it's not them. It's just they've been using old news, and this is their opportunity to fix that very, very quickly. I do want to address one issue that I mentioned just a minute or two ago, and that is when you've got something that works, and I know you may have invested in other products, other people, or you may be looking at other Amazon things. If it's working for you, fantastic. If it's not, it takes an incredible amount of courage to say, you know what, I've got to move on, and I've got to use something that's working. I'm now going to make sure that I focus on a strategy for Amazon that works right now. You need to have that inner courage. It's a mental strength, and just be able to drop something that's not working. Roger and I, perhaps Roger, we can just elaborate on this just for a second, because I think this is important, whether people have joined or not joined. Roger and I, one of the things we did when we started out together, Roger, we got involved with a certain business. At the very beginning, we invested something close to, it's way over actually with the legal fees, over $100,000. We invested a couple of months into that. We gave everything. We stopped every other business because we thought this was going to make us millions of dollars. The truth is, we should have dropped that after 3 to 4 weeks. Instead, we spent another $50,000 in legal bills and almost, almost went completely berserk and almost hit meltdown. We lost all sort of creative energies because of it. We didn't drop it. Roger, are you still there?
Yep.
Roger, I mean, without going into too much detail, do you remember that we went on and on and on? You almost cracked up. I almost cracked up. It was the biggest mistake in the world that we kept on going and going, guys. And the big message is, if it hasn't been working, drop it. This does work. Grab it with 2 hands and execute it. But I mean, I think as a life lesson, that was a very big and difficult one that we learned together, wasn't it?
Yeah, and same happened to me with Amazon. I just couldn't figure it out after a few weeks, so I just kind of dropped it and left it to that. And it kind of came back and it was haunting me. It was like, God, they've got 50 million credit cards on that system. I've got to be in there. I know, that this category sells well. And then Tammy came through for me and just really has been helping me a lot. So, guys, we will be wrapping this up in a few minutes here. I think 1 or 2 spots remains open, and we're going to be closing this off, maybe doing an encore, I'm not sure. But, guys, again, here's the thing. Monday is going to be a great day for you guys because we are going to start the machine right away. Usually, it takes us a while to, get everyone set up on their interface and all of this kind of stuff, and it usually takes a week, 10 days for us to start training. No, not this time. We want you guys to get out of the gate and running, sprinting extremely quickly. So again, I just want to reiterate, guys, Monday you're going to learn the secrets of retail arbitrage using Amazon. So you'll be able to spend a couple of hours in your store, Target, Walmart, Home Depot, all these stores, find deals and be able to flip them very, very quickly for fast cash. So the risk is very minimal, guys. We've got a full 30-day money-back guarantee. I want to say that Gil has joined us, Jefferson. We've got, we've got Lee's, we've got Adelaide, Controvia, Doreen, Rodney, Mark is in, Kayleanne, Marino is in, Mackie is in, Donna is in, Richard is in. These are going, very, very fast. We've sold out. We've added a few more spots here on the training session. This is kind of like it's now or never. And I usually say this right at the end when we're just about ready to close up, and it's now or never. We're going to close this up. and then sort of reconvene as a team after this to see if we do a few replays or not. But this is your last chance, guys. Amazing pricing. We're not asking. Barry came to me and said, we could ask $5,000-$7,000 for something like this because all the other guys are doing. And I said, no, we need to get members in here at $997 and offer them a 3-pay for those who need that extra bit of help. We need to get people the right information and not gouge people for $5,000 on how to learn to do these tactics. So this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You get 6 months of coaching with Tammy. I mean, the other guys, they're selling that kind of coaching for $10,000, okay? You also get the chance to have Tammy look at your product and potentially partner up with you. Not everyone's going to partner up with Tammy, but she'll at least send in a quick email and say, hey, you shouldn't go in there. Here's why. Or, hey, you know what? This seems like a really good product. Not something that I would be interested in, but just go for it because you're still going to make some good money at it. Here's the goal, guys. The goal is to have you guys know the exact steps to create an Amazon passive income stream so that you can wash, rinse, and repeat. Can you imagine having 3, 4, 5 income streams on Amazon that are working for you while you're away? Let me tell you, that can change your life. I have that right now going with multiple of my businesses. A new one that I just set up 2 days ago, it's made over $700 in profit today. I haven't even looked at it. I've been so busy with this launch and helping Tammy and helping Barry and all this kind of stuff. It's passively making a ton of money. That's what we want to do for you guys. So guys, the last couple of spots, they are closing up right now. So if you want to join us, it's kind of now or never type of thing. But click on the link, go to the website. If you need a 3-pay, I think there's 1 or 2 available. And I'm excited to get going. There's just so much to learn here. It's going to be awesome.
Roger, just one little mistake there is that the first encore had an email's already gone out. We sent that out because we just had 700 people. It was set up and it was approved by Ron, and that did go out. So there is an encore this evening, but we have eaten into the seats for that. So goodness knows how long that's going to last. Probably be over faster than you can say Jack Robinson. Okay, I think we're pretty much wrap this up, Roger. Let's just go around the virtual room here. Tammy, your very last comments and your excitement about what's going to be happening starting next week.
Absolutely. So, thanks everyone for listening in, and I just can't relate enough to you how much I would love to work with each of you and give you the confidence that Amazon has given me. Sometimes it just takes a little hand-holding or someone to ask a direct question to, and I want to be there for that and let you know how we can do it, and we can achieve it very quickly. And on Monday, I'm going to show you step by step how you can do it. I mean, using some of these methods, I've gotten a product in a store and sold it by the time I got to my car. So it can happen fast, guys, and I'd love to take you on that trip.
Awesome, and thank you again for agreeing to take our members on that trip, Roger. As always, you always have the last word anyway, so I might as well just accept that.
Well, I am floored by the amount of value that Tammy has shared with me so far. I mean, it's humbling to meet someone who just has a craft like this and knows it so well. So I'm excited. I'm going to learn just as much as you guys, because I'm telling you guys, I'm here for the learning experience as well. I still have a lot to learn, but so far what I've received is just massive amounts of value. And the fact that we were able to create this big red Amazon system for you guys to use is just phenomenal. So guys, this is your last chance to get in with all the bonuses and everything that we're throwing out. Join us. Go to the link. I think there's still a couple 3-pays available if you need that. Join us. If you can't, fill in the form. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday, and everything's going to be recorded as well and put in the members area. So thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.